Hello and welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop stream, your one stop for co-op news and playthroughs. And today we're playing through Marvel Champions. What's up, Terence?
How's it going? Made it to Friday, always a good sign.
We did. I feel like we've been slackers lately. Like it feels like we'd played together for years and then like we didn't play together for a while and then like we came back and then you were gone again last week. I feel like, life's kicking in. I don't know. This COVID thing, I guess, is cooling down, and so like we're just like crazy busy now.
Yeah, well, last week's like the equivalent for me that you were saying, where you have all those kind of birthdays and things. So last week was my sister came into town, and my mom had a birthday. There's Father's Day, of course, and also their anniversary. And so, they're like 70 something, so they've been married for a long, long time. So it's just all those in 1 week kind of just
it's a lot.
So it's just hard to kind of, especially if you have someone visiting, right? It's just hard to be like, yeah, I'm going to leave this shindig early, potentially to try to make this thing on time. And
yeah, no,
felt like it would be too hard to do.
Let me tell you what's not important. This compared to whatever else you got going on. All right.
So,
goodbye crew quarters, goodbye flyover, Ronnie Williams, and Stroke of Genius and Genius all seem real good on opening hand. Let's hope I get something else. I mean, Photon Blasters isn't bad, but powering all of us is kind of eh. And First Aid I can use to power Ronnie or Riri. So I got some stuff going on. I have not had such a crazy week, although I feel like I haven't come down. Like, I feel like it's been a crazy, 2-3 months. Like, since all my travel and all that. Like, I finally feel like it's over, maybe? I think next week.
Do you have vacation lined up this summer?
Well.
As well? Like all the other cool kids?
I do. So, I am going to be at Gen Con later this year. And I'm also going to be at July 17th, I think, that week. I'll be away that week. So my family takes a trip every year, usually the week of July 10th, but this year it's a little bit later, a week later. So I will be doing that this summer, but I finally feel like, so next week, my wife's out of town with my son, they're going camping, and I'm home with my daughter, and I feel like it's just going to be kind of relaxed, and my work has slowed down a little bit. I have some catching up to do, like I'm a little behind at work, but I still feel like I don't have any upcoming stuff, and somewhat intentionally. Like I've pulled myself back a lot. So, we all need those mental health breaks every once in a while.
Yep.
So do we want to tell the fine folks what we're playing tonight? We got Miss Marvel. I assume this was yours because of the series right now.
Oh, you're just saying that everyone has played Nova, and I was like, oh, Nova and Ironheart together, and I was like, well, I'll pick a different champion. And so yeah, the show's been going on. I do like the show, but like as a person who's read the comic, they've changed. They've like completely rewritten her entire origin story, which I feel like if you know the thing before, it's like kind of hard. But like the show itself, I do enjoy. But yeah, I mean, it's nothing like her origin, which is very weird to me.
Well, I feel like Marvel does that a lot, though, and not just MCU. Like, they rewrite every character like 50 times, right? Like that's just a Marvel thing to do. I mean, yeah, her superpowers aren't the same. She has, like, light powers. I don't want to get into it too much, and certainly don't want to spoil too much. But it feels like there is a lot of different stuff in the show than what you would expect. I know nothing about Miss Marvel, to be honest. But I am enjoying this show. It's a little slow to me. Not as slow. Well, I'm not even sure that Winter Soldier Falcon was slow. It was just all over the place for me. At least this seems to be continual stream of thought. It's a little slower than I like, but the action scenes are great, and I am enjoying it so far. But you know what we should do, Terence? We should do another review of the shows.
Do people actually like those?
I don't know, but we're going to do it anyway. Not today. Yeah. Don't worry about that, everybody. We're not gonna just bust off in the middle of the stream to go do that.
We'll take an intermission during the middle of the game.
Right. And just review
between stage 2 and 3.
And review. Well, so now people are hoping we die before we get to stage 2, so they don't have to hear us blabbling on about the Marvel shows. But I am enjoying them. I saw almost all of Obi-Wan. I'm rewatching Stranger Things with my daughter, so like I said, things are
the queue
common.
is large. Yeah, I feel like the queue's been big. Like I didn't see Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness in theater, so that just dropped this week.
Oh
So
yeah, I saw that again. Even though I saw it in the theaters, I've seen it twice now actually since this week as well. So once with the kids, and then once just late at night when I just didn't want to go to sleep and I just watched it. So have you seen that one yet?
I have like 30 minutes left. I was watching before the stream while we were having dinner and stuff.
Nice. It's a good one.
So,
I like that one a lot.
I feel like it was critically pretty mixed, right? A lot of people enjoyed stuff, but then I don't know. I feel like it has not gotten the same kind of acclaim as some of the other Marvel stuff.
No, but I really enjoyed it, so I don't really care what the critics say. But we do have a contest, Terence, and we're going to talk about it at the beginning again. We talked about it at the beginning last time. We're going to talk about it at the beginning again this week. So this is to win, and I didn't bring it. Every time you're here, I don't bring it with me. I had it physically last week to show everybody what it was. But you're going to get the modular pack from Con of Heroes. So it's a scroll side scheme. It's a new standard, and we're playing with both.
You can just pull it up on TTS, right? The
I
could up here.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see. So let's recall all this stuff. Let's place this stuff. So yes, it is on this TTS mod. So you have a scenario or a 4-scenario campaign here. You've got a new standard modular deck with just new cards to replace the standard cards, and you have a scroll invasion modular deck, or infiltration modular deck, to add in to all your other modulars. So pretty cool stuff. We have a physical copy of this that we will be sending to 3 lucky winners, as well as a first player coin, which I don't think they have in here, but that's okay. Yeah, so it's pretty neat stuff. And to enter the contest, you just have to email MVPBoardgames with an S at the end at gmail.com. Put contest in the subject line and tell us who you think's a scroll, Peter or Terence. And give us a little story as well. So we're not going to count them if there's not a story. Almost everybody's had a story, so it's not a big deal. But those who have maybe entered before and didn't add a story, go ahead and add a story. But I've got one to read this week. I've had at least one every week. We've had 2 most weeks. This week I got a good one, except it's not that good because it says Peter's definitely a scroll. Only a scroll can play Marvel Champions without sleeves. Also, he's trying to convince us that Terence is a scroll, and that's exactly what a scroll would do. So
it's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm sure you would like. I knew you would like that one, Terence. I had a feeling.
I feel like that's what I would say, and I didn't even submit it. So
I mean, I think you did submit it. I think that's your scroll name. I think. Yeah. Edgar, I'm sorry, I didn't say the name. I usually do. Edgar is the name, and I feel like that's you, Terence. I feel like Edgar's your alter ego, your scroll alter ego.
Does that mean I can be Marvel Champions because I can like flip now as a card?
I mean, are you admitting your scrollness? Is that where we're at?
No.
Okay, I was like, that's a very poor scroll move, Terence. Of all the scroll moves I've seen, that's not the best. So
it's like in dodgeball. It's like with cotton, just like let's see how this works out for them.
Yeah, if you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball. Is that the line? That was a good one. All right, so we do have some people in the chat already today, and holy cow, there's quite a bit of chat. So we got Wasteland Sniper, we got 9 down, we got Steve Kingsley out there, the king of co-op, and Michael Newsom, Victor Von Doom. So wow, lots of stuff. Games with a Z is much cooler, says Michael Newsom, instead of board games with an S. Yes, well, that's Game Zenter for those of you who didn't hear that from our Con of Heroes wrap up. So we do have that on One Stop Co-op Shop streamed and on our One Stop Co-op Shop podcast. So if you want to hear us talk all about Con of Heroes, what we liked, what we didn't like, we have 2 episodes. One that just covers Marvel Champions and another one that covers everything else we played. So all the other co-op-y goodness that we played that weekend. So so come check out those 2 episodes as well. All right, Terence, enough blather. Let's get playing. You want to go first or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay, I might not be flipping that, by the way, in case you're wondering. Oh, we should probably read all of this. Create the experimental weapons deck. We got that. So our 3 modulars. So they say to use 3 modulars here. We've done nothing basically that they've said here. So it says 3 modulars: Hydra Patrol, Weapon Master, and Legion's Hydra. I did put Weapon Master in just because I feel like Crossbones wants a lot of weapons, so I did do that one. But we did what? Zit.
Zach,
Zit,
Zach's with an X.
Zach's this one over here.
Zach's, yeah, with an X, yeah.
Which is the one that comes in the Ironheart deck. That's that modular. And which other modulars you pick for us? Because I don't even know.
I did Sinister Syndicate.
Sinister Syndicate.
I just feel like the hood came with so many modules. It just doesn't, we tend to do the standard setup for a lot of the scenarios, so we don't tend to go back, and because we don't like to play the hood a lot, so it also doesn't get played.
There's a reason we don't like to play the hood a lot, because he kicks our butt every time we play him. All right. So when reveal the top experimental weapon. So we got to do that. Oh, good. He gets ranged. Well, I don't care about ranged. But the +1 damage I don't love.
It's because you're not flying yet.
What does flying have to do with range?
I just mean if you're ranged, they can hit you from the sky.
I mean, that's not really a game thing, right? You're just making crap up now? Is that what's going on here? Are you just like...
He does get +1 though, so that's like not as cool.
I mean, it's not cool, but it's not terrible. I say that because I'm not flipping up this turn. Probably
classic
By the
Iron
way,
Suit hero.
I am the thwarter of our group as well. So we got that going for us. But I get 1 thwart on before I progress up.
What do you need? 6 progress?
6. But here's the thing: I got Ronnie Williams. So she gives me a progress counter. So if I get that 2 turns in a row, that'll be 2. And
but
then if
you could just flip down next turn and get that 2 turns in a row, right?
I could, but then I'm going to flip up and have a 4-card hand. And that just seems not like what I want to do. Right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I have photon blasters, which damage equal to my whatever. So we'll see, Terence. But I think I'm not flipping up. So just going to let you know now. We'll see what happens here. After you spend this card, place a progress counter on your identity card and draw a card. So guess what? I got that going for me. So I'm spending this 1 resource to put in Ronnie Williams. Then I'm going to exhaust Ronnie Williams, not to heal myself, but to get another progress counter. I didn't draw that card yet, so let's do that. Oh, under surveillance. See, Terence? I can make it go away. Should I do that? I think I do
why
that.
won't...
Yeah.
Do you do that instead of the progress counter?
So, all right, so we're doing that for sure. So now we have to 10, so staying down is much more viable now. So I could use both of these to put in photon blasters, or I could get 1 progress counter. I feel like it's going to be easy enough to get to next turn, or for next turn. As long as I get one of those cards that blasts, right? Or removes all the threat, or removes whatever. Or does all the damage, which I don't even know that's going to be enough anyway. What do you think? Or do I just do the progress counter and hold photon blasters and my power in all of us?
Well, it depends if you want a 4 new card hand or a 6 card hand.
You know what? I'm just going to get the progress counter for now. I'm going to get the 3, and I'm just going to hold these 2 and hope for better things next turn.
You're really going to stay down, huh?
I think so.
Right.
So spend what I did is spend a mental resource to place a progress counter here. So I did that. I used Ronnie Williams. I did that, and then I played that other card that let me draw a card and gave me a progress counter. So that's why
Where are these Miss Marvel cards? This is terrible. Wow.
So you discard a card from the top of your deck until you discard a Miss Marvel card. So you got sneak.
That was literally 10 cards. I decked 10 cards to get my first card.
Nice.
It's fine.
All right, let's see.
I'm gonna play 2, 3. Put Hone Technique in.
Nice. So Hone Technique again requires 2 mental. When you play an aggression attack event, if you paid for it using a mental, oh yeah, that's good. Increase the damage by its cost.
Flip. And then I guess do damage.
Are you just punching for 1?
I mean, what else am I doing?
I don't know. Look at you. Taking Crossbones down a notch. Wait, how's it 27? That can't be right. Should have been 28. Did I do a damage? I never did a damage, right? That was the only damage
You didn't
done?
do anything.
I mean, I did. I got Ronnie Williams and I got 3 progress counters. What are you talking about, Terence? I did lots of stuff. So for those of you who don't know Ironheart at all, Ironheart has 3 phases. First of all, I did a video showing Ironheart, but so they need 6 of these experience counters basically, or progress counters, to get to their next form, which gives them extra thwarting and extra hand size. So it goes from 4 to 5 and it goes from 1 to 2. And then in the last form, it's 3 thwart. And then you could start doing some damage and a 6-card hand size. So pretty neat, but you do have to get there first. And that's why I stayed down, just trying to get there. By the way, I got Avengers Mansion. I got an Energy. I got some stuff, Terence. I got Brawn, which is pretty cool because he's like a free resource, although I don't think I'm playing him. And Justice Served.
Okay.
Justice Served seems pretty good for this deck. I hadn't played this one before, but it's kind of neat. I hadn't really seen it played either. But after you thwart and remove the last threat from a scheme, discard it.
I think it's good with like Spectrum Justice.
Well, I think it's pretty good here too, because when I'm up to my 3 thwart side, it's pretty decent. And I've got cards.
Do you run one way or another? I don't think you do. One way or another.
But worst case scenario, it gives me a mental resource as well, which I don't mind having extra mental resources in my deck. So I think it serves quite a few purposes for Riri over here. Okay, so where are you at?
I'm done.
You're done. All right, so let's add 2 threat to the scheme. Then he is going to scheme against me. When he does that, he schemes for 2 plus a card flip, which is choose and discard 1 identity-specific card from your hand. Yeah, Brawn's gone. Brawn's gone, man. Brawn's gone. All right, well, I'm probably not getting
that's 3
for progress.
3.
So, yep, that's 2 from him and 1 from that. So we have to 10. It's halfway there. Whoa, we're halfway there. All right, so he's got 3 attack to attack you, plus he's going to do one of these. When Crossbones attacks you, we're going to remove an ammo counter and do some extra.
2.
So 3 plus 2 is 5.
No, 2's the discard.
When Crossbone attacks you, remove an encounter from this card. Yeah. I don't know the order.
Yeah, that happens. Well, I mean, technically, I guess that would have been, but this happens first. The discard, it's when he attacks you.
Oh, okay.
So that happens for the attack. I will wiggle.
Wiggle.
Yeah, wiggle room because he's doing at least 3. And I'll turn it back to my hand.
Deal damage to each ally. Well, that's not terrible because no allies. So again, this is a Skull Infiltration card. You can read the rest of it if you want. But the scrolls, I guess I can read it to you. 2 allies with the highest attack simultaneously deal damage to each other equal to their attack. If no allies were defeated this way, this card gains surge. So it's all about like your allies like damage each other and like turning into scrolls, and it's kind of neat modular. So that's the modular we're giving away as part of the contest. If you missed that, listen to the beginning of the episode or the beginning of last week's episode.
All right, encounter cards.
All right, let's do this. It feels weird drawing 1 encounter card, doesn't it? I feel like we don't do that very much anymore.
Because you got to go back and play these like normal scenarios.
I know. So this is a new standard card. Discard an ally or upgrade or support you control. Then discard each card in your hand with a cost equal to or greater than the card. Well, that's terrible.
Yeah, that's like your hand.
Well, I got the resources. I don't think I discard those, right?
Nope.
But yeah, so I got so this is the new standard card. Welcome to new standard. So I not only lose Ronnie Williams, which is terrible in and of itself, but I lose this card, I lose this card, and I lose this card, which means I have a hand of 2 double resources, which is, yeah, it's a thing. Not loving that, Terence. Not loving that. What did you do to me?
Chain reaction. I hate chain reaction. It's terrible.
I mean,
there you go.
There.
You know, drink.
New standard. All right, so bring in new talent. So this is the new Shadows of the Past. I like this one better though. This one's not bad. So first of all, everybody drink. So first thing it does is surge. So let's go ahead and surge it, because that's at the top of the card, right?
Yep.
So draw a card. Then you just shuffle your stuff into the deck. You shuffle your Nemesis. Did you already do that?
That's right here.
Okay. Shuffle it into the deck, and then say you discard a card.
Random card only if it's like you don't have one.
Oh, if no cards were shuffled this way, discarded a random card. All right. Oh, there's a scroll.
Here, you want to surge?
Remove an ally control from the game. If no ally is removed, this card gains surge. There you go, hero. You are stunned. Deal 1 damage to your hero. That's okay. That's a thing. What's that from? Oh, Weapon Master. All right. And what does he get when he's got a weapon? He gets piercing. Okay. So tough, not useful. Oh, and you're exhausted too. Because, did you take that defensive card back in your hand? Is that what happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, you're first player, Terence, and you actually have a turn. So why don't you go ahead and go? This is terrible.
Are you flipping up?
I'm going to flip up, yes.
Okay.
Remember when I said, should I have played that other card? Guess what?
I did say yes.
You did. And I chose to ignore you, Terence, as I usually do. And it was clearly a mistake in this situation. All right. We got some chat, too. Brant's here. Brant says hello. 9 Down says, dang, this card is effed up. Peter lost his whole hand. That's just not fun. Mary says, ouch.
It's okay. That happened to me many times at Con of Heroes. So
yeah,
I remember when I told Peter about this card, and he's like, "It's not that bad."
Well, it's terrible turn 1 when you have a I mean, the situations it's bad are limited. I don't think that's gonna happen every time. But Brant says, takes a shot of Peter's tears. Tasty. nice, Brant. Mary says, this card took my Maria Hill out twice at a con. I mean, I feel like Maria Hill, once she's in play, though, she's done what she needs to do, right? Like, I don't feel like that's that bad.
Oh, no, I think she means removed from the game, the Skrull Super Agent.
Oh, yeah, no, that's bad. Yeah, that's terrible.
I was like, I think you're thinking the wrong card here.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, because basically Maria Hill was a Skrull in that case.
Yes. I mean, it makes sense thematically, but yeah, ouch. So yeah, if you want these modulars that are going to kick you in the face the way that I did, make sure you check out the contest.
They're optional. Gosh. You don't have to play with them.
Well, of course. Oh my gosh, that was a thing.
What are your thoughts on me flipping down? But I guess we just blow through the first scheme. How sad are you about that?
You have nothing to scheme?
No.
Yeah, flip down. Go for it, man.
All right.
I mean, I can thwart for 1. We got that going for us.
You might as well punch the Skrull, right? Well, actually, so this goes up by 2 to 7, and then he thwarts for 2 plus a boost. Plus this. Here.
Yeah, I mean, the odds of my 1 helping are none. So there's that.
Do I just do this thing here? Try to get...
Victor says, I had to rush to get a drink. Seems likely we've been slacking on shadows lately. Yeah, or seems like we've been slacking on shadows. Yes. No, I took my drink as well. And I am drinking wine out of a glass, so not out of the bottle tonight. So we're classing up the joint.
Classing up the joint. Let's see.
Although it's a secret Cabal glass, so I don't know. That might be declassing at about 10 levels. By the way, I love those guys. This is not a shot against them. What are you doing with my resources? What is going on here, Terence?
Your resources.
I just saw you with the energy in your hand. What happened?
That got decked for my Teen Spirit, where I decked 10 cards off the top of my deck.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So what are you doing when you right now?
I'm doing a mirror. I'm exhausting him to place a card at the bottom of my deck. Can you put that? Flip
this one, put it on the bottom? Yep. Yeah. Done.
Draw a card. Let's see.
Clobbering time. Guess what's not useful? You got Red Dagger.
Clobbering.
Hold on.
Do you want me to play Red Dagger?
Well, if you play Dagger, we might not lose the scheme, right? We can take 3 off of it between him and I. I mean, that's your choice.
What? I was gonna put in Shrink.
I mean, Shrink's real good too, but you could also put in Red Dagger this turn and hold Shrink. Remember how my holding idea worked so well last time? Just saying.
Let's say that card's not in play anymore.
I know it's not. I'm just giving you a hard time. That's your call, man. But, I mean, if we want to try to survive this first one, because the second one, I mean, it doesn't do anything different. He just gets another experimental weapon. But the second one's not long either, and the third one's not long either. So it's not like they're all pretty short schemes. I just played yesterday. I deck tested my deck, by the way, which isn't great, by the way. I thought I'd point that out also. My deck's not great.
Your deck is not great
early, so it's awesome.
Do you want me to try to save the scheme?
I would, but that is me, and I am not you. I know I have trouble early. Until I build up, I hurt in many ways.
See, so if I get this down to 3, it goes back up to 5, and then 6.
Well, no, I get it down to 2.
2. So 2 would be 4. 5 automatically from the Scroll Sleeper Agent, so then we'd have 5 to play with.
Yeah, so unless he draws a 3, we're good.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like it's the right call. Even though it'd be nice to get Crew Quarters in and Shrink in, I feel like you should at least try to save the first scheme. Maybe. So 2.
Says the person who has literally all he's done is put progress counters on himself.
Hold on, watch this. Power in all of us. Progress counter.
Yeah. What have you done this game?
I am thwarting for 1. I am our thwarting man. I will thwart all the time.
I've thwarted more than you have already.
I mean, you also forget that I was down, so he schemed more because of me. So I got that working for me too. So don't short sell how bad I've been this game so far. I mean, I've literally had 2 turns and I've got 0 cards. I literally have nothing going on after 2 turns of play. I would like to point that out. Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like it's my fault though. I got to be honest.
I happens if I do feel like it's your fault.
I mean, Terence, I'm just gonna say that,
What do I know?
This is kind of such a weird hand. I think I'm gonna have to use Sector Scan and Stroke of Genius to play for Justice and pray to God I draw something good that costs 2 or less, and hopefully one that adds progress counters to me as well. By the way, that would be really nice. Anyway.
You do have 4 Justice. That's pretty good.
Yeah, no. I'm a thwarter. I can do things. I do a lot of things. Brant says lots of laughs. Peter tested his deck and it's no good. Oh yeah, no. Well, so it's. I was telling
it's
Terence,
no good, and he brought it. And he brought it back.
I brought it on purpose. So I went with a champions theme. So all my allies are just champion allies. I brought nothing.
I mean, there's good champion allies there, man.
I know there are, and I brought the card that makes it so.
Wait, did you put Genius in your deck?
I did put Genius in my deck.
In Genius, the card
whatever the one is that gives me free resource every turn. Yes, I did. But I have to flip down to play it. Is the only negative of that card.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I mean, it's not that bad a deck. I mean, it's mostly neutral. I'll say that again. So I have very few Justice cards. I might have 6 or 7 Justice cards. It's mostly very neutral heavy again. Oh, I do have Lockjaw, I think, because I had power in all of us. So, I mean, you got to have Lockjaw in that situation. So he's my only non-champion hero. So let's see. Haha, they could use the cat from Captain Marvel movie. I guess not technically a cat, but close. What else? The Flarkin, yes. Maybe thinking Tigra is closer to feline wise though. I must have missed the beginning of this. So yes, could have had a cat as an ally, but I don't. I have a dog. All right. Oh, by the way, I'm going to check out dogs tomorrow. We might be getting a new dog. I mean, I say might be, but we're gonna go pick out our dog tomorrow, Terrence. We're getting a new dog for our house. I haven't had a dog in a while. All right, so what just happened? He schemed against you?
For 3. Yeah, schemes for 3.
1, 2,
and then 1 for
3, 4. Okay, we're there.
And then he's attacking you. So here's your
don't
boost.
defend, I think. I'm just going to take it.
Okay, so he's attacking with the boost, but first he flips this, and you take 2.
So I take
and
2.
This goes away.
Then I'm going to take 1, 2, 3 plus the boost.
Wait,
1.
This is supposed to be 4, right? Yeah.
It's 2 per player?
There's 2 more. Yep.
Wow, that's wonderful, Terence. Why don't you go ahead and help them? You scroll.
I'm trying to play the
game
correctly.
I mean, yeah. We should probably do that. All right. Do you have a second card, or is that just your first?
I know, that's my first.
All right. First and only.
Okay. Are we okay with putting 1, or do I take the 2 damage here?
I mean, if this says Incite, I'll be real sad, but I also don't want you taking random damage for no reason when neither of us are doing great on that front. Although you can heal for 5. Why don't you just take the 2 and heal for 5? Right? And get back up to 10? I mean, do you really care so much about your 1 attack, 1 thwart, whatever?
No, but I care about not being stunned.
Well, do you have a card to play?
It's fine. I won't play it.
All right.
It's done.
All right. 1 revealed. So I, however, will put the 1 through.
Wow.
That's such a Peter move. That is the best. You're the best around. I talk you into taking the damage, and then I do the exact opposite myself. That is such a Peter move. I love it. Love it.
Man, why did I play with you? I played Mary instead.
I honestly don't know why you play with me, to be honest.
Man, Mary's Venom Justice stack at least thwarted. I got that going for me.
So Mary says, I don't know. She's talking to Brand, I think. All right. Let's see. All right. So I'm first. So I think I'm going to Forge Justice with Stroke of Genius and Sector Scan, right? And then pray for a good pull.
Sure.
All right. So Sector Scan, Stroke of Genius. So this one, place a progress counter on your identity card and draw a card. So that puts it up to 5. I get to draw a card, and I'm paying for 4 Justice, which removes 4 threat from this game. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then
just do it again.
I have another 4 Justice. This one only removes 3, though.
I mean, seems good, right?
The only negative is I think I got to flip down Terence. What do you think?
I think you should.
Okay. Do I attack and kill mine first so we don't add the extra threat? Do I kill one of yours so you don't take extra damage? I mean, you're going to be full health, but it goes down quickly with a bunch of stuff attacking you. What are your thoughts?
I think you just leave yours and take the 1 threat and heal up to, what is your heal? 3?
3.
7? I think you go up to 7.
All right, so let's do that. Flip, heal to 7. And then I am done. I double Forge Justice. See, I did my job. I got a job to do, and I do it.
Uh-huh. Go for champions.
Oh, that's a great card. Why do you have that in your deck? Are you a champion also? Oh, I have that card.
This is the whole reason we played Miss Marvel, is because she was a champion.
I did not realize that. By the way,
she's also an ally in Nova, where she's also champion traded.
Oh, nice.
Well, by the way, I have that card not too. Like a good way. Yeah, but you can only have 1 per deck, and it's unique. So you cannot build both of these decks.
Well, now I wish I hadn't flipped down.
I mean, I would know this before, but do you want me to play this? I wasn't planning on playing it, actually.
Okay, well,
but maybe I do, just because we have all these dudes out. But I feel like with all the thwart, you should flip down, right? Like, you should definitely do that.
Wait, why?
Because you want a 6-card hand, so you stop sucking.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's true.
Right?
There is that. I mean,
because don't you get up to a 5-card hand or something when you upgrade?
Yep.
Yeah. So I feel like you want to guarantee the upgrade here.
Yeah. No, I mean, I definitely, as long as I get 1 mental resource, I got the upgrade.
All right. And 3 is actually pretty expensive. Let's see. All right, so draw a card. What card should I put at the bottom of my deck? Marshall?
So Brant says Miss Marvel and Ironheart are also top notch. Two extremely well designed and absolutely unique heroes. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. Because I mean, Ironheart is great, but it takes a while for him to get there. Or for her to get there. I am sorry. I don't know where him came from. Let's have another drink, shall we? Get this right.
Let's see, hold on.
I emptied the bottle already. So 9 Down says Miss Marvel's my favorite, either her or Panther. All right, so you put a card on the bottom. You drew a card. Is that where you're at?
Yeah.
Close chat. No.
And Biggin. Oh man, Biggin's also good.
How do I close this chat? Having issues. There we go.
You're having issues?
Yes, lots of issues. Oh, so all right. So I feel like I missed your entire turn. All right, you healed yourself for 5. I got that part. You did this, and you drew Go for Champions, and what card did you put on the bottom?
I put a double.
A double resource? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, then what other cards have you played this turn?
Nothing else.
Okay.
Just in Biggin for strength.
Okay, yep.
I think I'm going to do this, and then flip up. I don't think we need this. So I'm going to play Sneak. Or not Sneak, Spider Girl.
Okay.
I
mean, she's going to be the hardest to get rid of, right?
Yeah. So
I mean, none of them are bad. They're all 1/1s, but.
And at this point, then do I just do?
I mean, you can take somebody out with Dagger and Spider Girl. Why don't you take both of them out? Yeah.
2 and 2.
Yeah. I like it, Terence. Look at you, team player. Team player. I mean, the only other option would be to leave one of them around and remove 2 from the main to like guarantee we don't flip.
Why would we flip? It's down to 2.
I mean, if we haven't seen an advance. Oh, the advance has changed in new standard. That's right. It doesn't kill you on turn 1. Or one
and
time.
I think I put Shrink in just to get out of my deck. And then I hold wiggle room for defense.
Shrink's not terrible. Nice. All right. I like your turn. Oh, Mary said, I thought for a second you were going right for the bottle. I thought about it, Mary. I thought about it. Actually, the bottle's empty. There's like this little bit left, so not much. So Mary, I'm sorry, 9 Down said Miss Marvel or Black Panther are the favorite, and Victor Von Doom says I need to give Miss Marvel a try again. Only tried her once and probably didn't get to see how she works. Been a long time. I agree. I don't play Miss Marvel very often, and I did not like her when I first played her. But I mean, everybody says how good she is, so I am sure she's way better than I've given her credit for. And guess what? I got Ingenuity in my hand.
Hey.
That is sweet.
See, I feel like I told you to flip down. It was the right call.
I mean, it was certainly the right call.
This is great. Photon Beam in your hand.
Yeah, Photon Beam will give me some extra progress as well. What's new and improved on this? Give Ironheart Tough, which doesn't matter because he's got Pierce. Ready, and search your deck for an Ironheart card and add it to your hand.
It's not worth it for 3, in my opinion.
Not at this point, yeah.
Because you're level 1 still, so.
Snowguard.
I mean, you'll be level 2.
I'm not playing Snowguard, but it's interesting. After Snowguard enters play, place up to 3 shift counters here, where basically shift counters determines what her stats are going to be. So she can either get 3 attack and overkill, she can get 3 thwart and aerial, or +5 hit points and retaliate. So up to 8 hit points with retaliate. So I don't know. I like her flexibility. I don't know that she's the best card, but with double resources, not too bad for 4. Or if you get them, so, like Power in All of Us. Ooh, I got Power in All of Us with my Ingenuity, by the way, which seems good.
Yeah, those are the only 2 cards I immediately saw in your hand.
Yeah. Sweet. Okay.
And
where are you at?
I'm waiting for you to do the villain phase.
Okay, so we're gonna add 2 threat. We are going to have the villain activate against me, which means he's going to thwart.
The rule is the first player always goes down, right? That's how this works.
I mean, that's the way it's worked so far. Stun the character you control with the highest attack. Well, I have no attack, so it can't be me. All right, so we're both stunned now. Great, wonderful.
I think 0 is still the highest attack.
Yes. All right. So what are you doing as far as chumping? Whatever. I guess Spider Girl.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had Spider Girl. Hold on, I gotta take this first. One.
That's not terrible. All right. You jumping?
Yeah.
Why not, right? That would have been a 4 attack, so thank you.
I did have wiggle room, so I was trying to decide if I want to
wiggle.
do that. But I think I don't because I'm about to shuffle.
So Insight 1. When this card is when revealed, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a weapon attachment is discarded and reveal it. Well, that's hopefully the first card. What? Thank goodness. Oh my gosh.
Nemesis.
Oh my gosh. 8 hit points.
Well, you have lots of stuff, right? Mental to deal with that.
I mean, I would hope so. I did put decent amount of mental in here. Have we not seen a weapon yet? What's going on here? Are we gonna get through this entire?
You put Weapon Master in.
What?
It's like Teen Spirit. He just discarded for fun.
Smells like Teen Spirit. When Crossbones would take any amount of damage, place it here instead.
Armor. It's not a weapon. It's not a weapon.
Oh.
Get that out of here.
I was like, that one's real bad. When we're both stunned, right? Hello?
Did you put weapons in here?
I put Weapon Master in there. Or whatever. Experimental. Yeah, Weapon Master. Attach the villain. Piercing. Which he already has piercing. This is like the least I care about card. Oh, it's +1 attack also, though. So we got range, piercing, and +2 attack. Yeah, so we're going to have to take care of those at some point.
Some point soon.
I mean,
4 threat on a side scheme.
So then we flip till we get a side scheme? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, unless you want to deck.
I mean...
There we go.
I would have rather decked at that point, right? When defeated, Crossbones activates against a player who defeated this scheme. Wow. Okay.
That's you, right? JK.
I mean, it
but
might
not
be.
JK.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
you take care of this guy, right?
Yeah, his stun goes away, by the way. Yeah.
Because you can do 4 with photon beam.
Oh, and then I get progress counters. That seems good. That's fine. Yep, I'll take care of Homie McHomerson.
Homie McHomerson. I don't think that's how that works. All right. So I get rid of stunned. No cores would be bad, knowing what I've put on the bottom of this deck. So let's do this.
So what are you paying for?
Getting rid of... I want to keep my wiggle room, I think, so let me get rid of combat knife.
Okay. And this isn't bad to get rid of before it shuffles, too. I might be able to get rid of the other one.
And then sneak by, let's do that.
So what is sneak by? Remove 3 threat?
Remove 3 threat, but I
Plus
can make
shrink,
that 5.
2 more? 5?
5, yeah. Good. So that's down to 2. And
2
then I guess I hold red dagger.
Number. Are you going down?
Do you want me to go down?
I mean, you have wiggle room. I don't think you need to, but if you want to do this stuff, you can, I guess. What are your thoughts, Terence?
I wouldn't be sad about it, but can you deal with stuff?
I mean, you have a chumper.
Do you want me to go down? I can go down.
You can if you want. Go for it, and then you can do all this stuff. I mean, first player goes down. That's the first rule of Fight Club.
It's first rule of Fight Club.
First rule of Fight Club. Everybody, the first player goes down.
Should I just put Bruno on the bottom? Just get all my permanents out.
We don't talk about Bruno, no.
And then give me the top card. Okay.
Wiggle.
I mean, at that point, I do this, right? And just put this out.
What is this?
Just follow through.
Another. Oh, nice. Yeah.
Spins your deck and then stacks it, right?
Seems good.
And then I think I'll hold because I
hold.
All
right. So I'm gonna stay down. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you do Ingenuity. Like I feel like that's opening turn
yeah,
right there.
I don't even have to think about that. So double resource for Ingenuity because I'm a genius. I get to play this. It's a free mental resource.
You do have you can't heal though, so that's
why can't I heal?
If you want to use because if you're stunned, so if you want to use Photon Beam, you need to get rid of your
good call. All right,
stun.
So I am gonna Ingenuity though to get to my 6 point. I think. But then I can't Forge Justice and Photon Beam. So what are your thoughts there?
That's fine. I think you Photon Beam.
And don't worry about this or this.
Well, I just feel like that the activation against you is probably not
hold on.
great.
He's confused. What do we care? I can Photon Beam next turn. Why don't I Forge Justice this turn? Oh, but then he activates against me, which is not wonderful. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Bad things against me are not wonderful?
That was my thought, but if you want to activate against you, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, no,
I just don't think you're ready to take it.
All right, I'm going to flip. I'm going to use all 6 of these to upgrade. Power up. So, I am the next level. Get 6 more to get to level 3.
You get tough, don't you? Actually?
No. That's when I go to my next one. Remove 6, ready her. Oh, wait, ready her. So, hold on. Before I do all that.
So, yeah.
I'm going to heal for 3.
You do heal, all right?
Then I'm going to flip over. Then I ready when I power up. Combo.
Well, so the other potential option, too, for
you
is that, if you do the thwart, you could defend and then level up, right?
I assumed you were going to Red Dagger defend for me, but...
I mean, I can if you want. I would like to have the 2 resources.
Well, I'm still going to be able to defend later. What are we talking about here?
I just mean if you want to do this instead with Forge Justice.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Nah, I'm good.
You could do that and then defend.
I don't have the resources to pay for it.
It would ready,
buddy.
I mean, you'd basically spend these 2 to do Forge Justice, right? Nah, that's good.
I'm Photon Beaming, killing yours, which gets me 2 counters. I had attacked first. Yes. Oh, and I'm level 2. I got to do all this stuff. What am I doing, Terence? As usual, I'm doing stuff all out of order. But bottom line, I leveled up first, which readied me. Then I exhausted to get rid of stunned. Then I shot my Photon Beam, which if it defeats something, it does 4 damage. If it defeats something, it gives me 2 progress counters. So I am up to 2 progress counters again. And I'm holding for Justice. I also got free resource every turn, and I got a 5-card hand size, which makes me happy. All right, we all ready?
Yep.
You all ready for this? Down. Guess what I got? Moon Girl and Lockjaw. So for those that don't know Moon Girl, first of all, she's riding on a giant T-Rex, but also I can play because I am both champion and genius. Either side I could play her on. She costs 3. Response after you play Moon Girl from your hand. Draw a card for each mental resource you use to pay for her. So basically, she kind of pays herself back a little bit, which seems good. Ooh, although my only mental is my remove 3 things and give me 2 progress counters. So I don't know that I'll be doing that. I mean, I could use Ingenuity. I was thinking about it to pay for it, but then I can't use Ingenuity for Justice. So yeah, we'll see. I think Moon Girl might not be the best play this turn. Gotta be honest. All right. Oh, and I never got rid of this gun either, by the way, which I probably should have done. But What
That's
else?
a you problem this turn.
I mean, it feels like a me problem. Actually, it feels like a dagger problem. All right. 2-3 because of this side scheme to the main. Forgot about that a little bit. It's fine. Everything's fine. Go ahead. Just don't flip a 3. 2. Not great. Gotta be honest. All right. And then we have him attack me. Are you going to jump for me or no? I don't really care either way. I can defend or whatever. Although this is at 9.
I can do it.
Okay. So you're defending. You're going to take a machine gun, though.
Of course I am.
You good with that or no?
Yeah.
I mean, I can take it. I can defend.
Sure you can.
And then here's your boost. 2, nothing. But good news. Machine gun's gone. And it's gone to the discard as well. Which is not the worst thing. We should put an acceleration token on though, right? Like, that would make people happy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's it. He activated against me, quote unquote me. Activated against you. Go ahead and draw your card and let's get this bad boy done.
All right.
Oh, look at that.
Cool.
Is that another he activates against you thing?
Yeah.
What's this one?
Search.
Oh.
Just search. Cool.
Hey, aren't you glad I made you block with dagger? Dagger would have become a scroll forever. That was genius play on my part. You had one right and I had one right. 2 allies attack each other. Nothing. If no allies were defeated this way, card gains Surge. All right. Surge it is. Treat each ally as a scroll minion with a blank text box. Attach
Search.
Minion. When revealed, attach the ally with the highest attack. Attach ally. Otherwise, this card gains Surge. Yeah, no allies. See? I'm avoiding all the scrollness. Beetle is a thing. After Beetle attacks and damages you, discard the lowest cost upgrade you control. No thank you, Mr. Beetle. All right. You good?
Sure.
I'm first player, so that means I flip down with 9 threat on the scheme, right? And 2 acceleration tokens. That seems like the best idea this turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna Teen Spirit while you're doing that.
All right. So I do have flyover. So
fly over.
Yes. So that removes 3. I remove another 4 here, so that's 7. And if I do 2 myself, I could get this to 0. With 3 acceleration, I feel like that's the right call. And I get 2 progress tokens. What do you think about that decision?
Seems not bad.
And I hold Moon Girl. All right, so I use Ingenuity and Lockjaw to pay for 4 Justice. That's 4 down. I mean, the only negative
so
is
what's
this
happening
thing.
here?
Can you do anything about Beetle? Do you have an attack card this turn?
I do.
With some overkill?
So you have to thwart though, right?
I have to thwart. That's what I'm saying. Can you take care of Beetle? Because that Beetle is... I mean, I'd have to get rid of Genius or Ingenuity.
Is that the only card you're playing this turn?
No, I'm going to play Flyover also.
What's the other card you played?
I played
For Justice. Okay. So you taking 2 activations?
What do you mean?
Oh, no, you're just clearing one of these, right?
No, I'm clearing the main. Clearing main.
I see. Okay. You're using Flyover to get it down to 0.
To get it down to 0
yeah, okay.
with me. And then as long as you can get rid of Beetle, we should be fine. And I'll take care of these at a future date. Does that sound...
Okay.
All right. So I'm taking 2 off here. And then we're going to fly over. And I'm going to hold Moondragon. Remove 3 threat and place 2 progress. So I'm up to 4 progress. And we're down to 0 threat. I feel like I only have 1 card, Ingenuity, but it's not a bad card. It's a actually fantastic card. And I'm getting to level 3. So 1 step at a time.
All right.
I just need 2
so
more.
I'm doing Nakia to play Bruno.
We don't.
And then Bruno's going to attach Wiggle. I will flip to play Power of Aggression. Or Martial Prowess with Power of Aggression.
So
I will no quarter.
4 damage?
No.
Oh, plus the cost.
That's yeah, so 6 plus Embiggen's 8.
Plus 2 follow-throughs.
8, 9, 10.
Yep. And you don't even exhaust follow-through. So that goes there, and
so
it's got overkill, right?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, then why are you embiggening?
Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't embiggen.
Yeah, if it doesn't have overkill.
Let's see. No, but I get the I still get the this here. Draw, discard cards. And for each red aggression goes into my hand.
Oh, for each point of excess. So did you want to do that then, or no?
No.
So you only did 4 extra, or 6 extra.
Yeah.
Without embiggen. Oh, now you get into the fray.
No. I only did 4 extra, right?
Don't forget these 2. Oh, you're right. 2
I did.
plus 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you're plus 2 because you add the cost of the card. So your 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 2 more for your follow-throughs. Yep.
Yep.
Hey, Into the Fray doesn't seem terrible at all right now.
It does seem terrible.
Oh, well, whatever. I mean, you don't have to do it for $1 million. Yeah, that sucks. You're right. Or do you want to do Braun this turn?
Yeah, I think I just do Braun this turn. So he'll attack boss, I guess? Or do I attack the scroll?
I mean, I don't know. Most of your stuff does stuff for overkill, right? Or no, not really.
And then do I drop this down by 1?
Yeah, one of those is fine.
Yeah. Oh, but I could return... Wait, hold on. Let me redo that. I can return something back to my hand, so I might as well, right?
Return no quarter. And then, hold on. Then don't pay for with the double fist. Pay with Genius. Because you didn't need to pay with the double fist for that last card. For Braun, doesn't matter what you pay for him with, right?
Yeah, I think I keep Into the Fray because he's going to thwart on your turn, and we're going to have this, and then I can use Into the Fray to basically stack this threat removal.
Good call. And then I can work on the side schemes next turn.
Yeah.
Yep. No, good call.
Braun has the damage, and maybe I don't keep Braun around. I just jump with him because of all the ally hate in this deck.
Yeah. So Mary laughed and said, "Peter being selfish worked out to Terrence's advantage." I mean, that's what happens. That's what I do. People call it selfish. I call it strategic. Ooh,
dude, look, I hope you get some minions here. Look at this hand.
By the way, I got champion mobile bunker and Tony Stark's AI.
Wait, Into the Fray hits for 9?
6,
plus
7,
3?
8, 9, 10, 11 minimum.
With Embiggen?
With Embiggen to be 13. Yeah, so you're pretty good there. All right, but we are gonna have to add 2, plus 1 for this, plus 1 for each of these, so we're up to 5, which isn't wonderful, honestly.
Yeah, it might not Embiggen that.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what we need to remove because I don't know what I'm doing.
You gonna serve some justice?
I mean, it's nice, right? The only thing is I do have a lot of mental resources this turn, so I could Moon Girl and just get all those cards back if I paid for it with new and improved. And
I mean, but Tony Stark AI though?
No. I put Moon Girl in, right? Using all my mental resources. So I pay for her for 3 and I get 3 cards back. And I could still
but you're not using Tony Stark AI for that. Okay.
No, that's what I'm saying. I do that first. I do Moon Girl first cuz Moon Girl says after you pay for Moon Girl from your hand, draw a card for each mental resource you used. Well, I can use this one and then I can use these 2 in my hand. So pay 3.
Wait, why didn't you flip down, bro? Isn't just kidding.
Yeah, dude, with 5, no. All right.
You get rid of some schemes.
All right, whose turn is it?
Yours. This is your boost.
I'm taking the attack. All right, so I'm getting attack for 3. Do I take this or do I defend for 3? I mean, I guess I could just heal for 3 later, right? Like, unless I die here, it doesn't really matter. 6 and 1/2 dozen the other. After this activation, shuffle this card into the encounter deck. So it's just +1. So that's 4 damage. All right, Terence, where are you at?
I'm gonna defend this with Brawn. And then I take the 1.
Why are you taking 1?
Scroll.
Oh, yeah. All right. So I draw a card. I didn't deck, right? No. All right. Hey. There's a thing. 3 per player.
Do you want to get a minion for us?
Search the encounter deck for a criminal minion and put it into play. Engage with you. Shuffle it. Does it say the deck? Yes. I am assuming I can't use the keyword criminal. So we got White Rabbit. I mean, she's not bad. 3 life.
I mean, whatever. As long as it will die.
Would you like it to have more life, though?
I don't care.
Because we could get rid of, like, Shocker, who's a master of evil, right?
Sure.
Although it stuns the attacking character, so maybe not.
Yeah, so no, probably not.
Yeah, don't want that. We can get rid of this one, Speed Demon. He would attack you after you attack it. A smooth criminal. Do 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 do.
He would attack me, you said?
Yeah, for 2. As you attack it. So
it is an attack, though?
Yes.
I'm fine with that.
After Boomerang attacks you, deal a damage to each ally you control. He has 5 life. Like, is that what we're looking for with higher life, right? Just to get it out of the deck?
I don't care. Whatever you want.
Well, I'm just thinking, since you have better attack now, why not get the higher attack stuff out of the way? Or, because you might not have those cards otherwise. You know what I mean?
Sure.
All right. So, I got a smooth criminal.
And then I got this. Discard 2 cards from top and place 1 for each boost card.
So that's terrible right now.
Yeah.
Wait. When revealed, discard 2 cards from the top of the encounter deck. Place 1 additional threat here for each boost icon. That's real bad. All right. So have you done that or no?
No.
That's 2 and 3. 5. So that's up to 8. Huh.
At some point you thwart, right?
I mean, I've got to get rid of this so you can take threat off the main scheme. Like, that's the whole point of this turn, right? So I got Moon Girl who can help me thwart it down. I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm first player, right?
No,
Oh, that sucks. Oh no, but your card you can play as an action.
So I'll do this.
What's that?
Deal 5 damage to minion. 5 plus 2 is 7. Plus 2 follow through.
8, 9.
Yeah, 9, and then I might as well big in that, so 11.
11
minus
Boomerang. So 6 to the boss.
6. Yep.
Seems not bad.
Because I'll still do, what is it, 11 on this? So I'll remove 7 off of main, assuming I don't think you can clear this, though.
I mean, I don't know. Can you help me at all with that? So no. I can do 2, 4 for sure. And it just depends what I draw. I mean, there's literally nothing I can do except for pray for a good draw. I'm drawing 3 cards. So it's not like I got no chance. But I don't love my chances. Because I will still need 3 threat removal. Although I won't have mental, so that 1 might make a difference if I get a 4 justice. Or sense of justice or whatever.
Do you want me to thwart? Do you want me to thwart for 1 somewhere?
Hold on, let me look. Do I have all of my 4 justices out? I see 2, 3. Yeah, so I'm not pulling a 4 justice. Yeah, I don't have much other cards in the way. Oh, my other thing remove 1 from here. And we're going to pray to God I get that card that removes 3 and lets me progress 2. Praying for that. Do you have anything else you're going to do?
I can later.
All your stuff's actions? Okay. All right. So, I'm going to do what I said. So, 1, 2, both mental. 3, all 3 mental to play Moon Girl. Draw 3. Praying to God. Praying to God. Praying to God. Photon Beam is not what I was hoping for. Exhaust it. Remove threat equal to my version number, but sadly I'm only 2. All right, so do I put Vivian in? She thwarts for 2. If I can get Vivian and Propulsion Jets in, which I'm 1 short of doing. Oh, Tony Stark's AI I want to get in too. But that'll let me draw a card. So maybe that'll get me the card I need.
Well, I mean, what's the play here for you?
I mean, I discard Mobile Bunker and Photon Beam for sure, right? To pay for Tony Stark's AI. Is that true?
Wait. You know Photon Beam gets you to the next level. So that's something to take into account.
And then I can thwart for 3.
You can thwart for 2 and then 3. Doesn't it ready you?
Why would I ready? Oh, when I level, I ready.
Don't ready her, give her tough status, swap.
Oh, that is really good. You are right. All right, so you don't mind me taking this out? Oh, because you can just punch the boss, right? With your stuff?
No, I can't. No, I can't.
So do you want me to do that? I mean, you just kept a million cards that, like, only fight minions. What are your thoughts of me killing the only minion on the board?
I mean, I feel like we gotta do what we gotta do, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's really smart.
That's why you play with me.
Well, I'm still short, unless, like, I don't know how I'm not short here, because 2 for Photon Beam, and then I can't pay for Vivian or Propulsion Jets is the problem.
You pay 2, and then you probably just hold, right?
But I mean, yes, that gets me another level, but it
gets you another level. You thwart for 7.
Oh, Moon Girl! Forgot about Moon Girl. Yes. All right, you're right. So
I mean, like the main team will still progress, and that kind of sucks. But
no, it won't, because you're. Oh yeah, because you can't overkill then.
Because the other alternative, right, is that you can put Propulsion Jets out, and that will remove 2, but then we're 1 short, right?
I mean, I could also work on some of these side schemes.
But I mean, this is gonna pass either way. So I still feel like getting
rid of all these, will it? I mean, nobody's down. I mean, I don't think I get rid of all of them, but I can get rid of 2 of the 3, and then we add 4 to it, and pray to God it doesn't get the 5th. I think that's the move, right? Now I'm going to get attacked for about a bazillion damage here, is the problem, if I do this.
Yeah, that's the problem.
What's the top one? Nothing.
I think you just take it. You just we just take the
extra
card,
weapon.
Right?
I mean, the other option is I can get rid of this thing. So if I'm not getting rid of, we're doing this basically for me to level up. It screws your hand completely, though.
It gets you a 7. That's like a 7-card hand, right?
6-card hand.
Level 3 7-card hand. You get tough.
No, it's a 6-card hand.
Oh, 6-card hand. You get a 6-card hand. You get tough, and you can thwart for 3.
I mean, Tony Stark's AI does give me, the ability. Like I could. Tony Stark's AI does give me an extra card hand, basically. Also, by the way. Right? Do I do Tony Stark's AI first? I don't know. Because like propulsion jets is really good too, you know?
Like once you get this out next turn, right? Like you'll be thwarting for 3 and you'll remove 3.
All right, so I just photon beam this turn, hold propulsion jets and Stark AI. Is that what we're saying?
I feel like that's the call, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a bad call?
No, I think you're right. All right.
I think there's three scheme cards. As Brant says, you just let the first one go.
Yeah.
And then that 6-card hand will hopefully allow us to just clear the weapons too, right?
So that's 4, which gets me to 6. I don't have to level up yet. First, I'm going to thwart for 2 or attack for 2. All right. Yeah, thwart.
Where are my physical resources?
So are we just getting rid of this thing so we don't worry about it? Or do I start working on these so it's not like death on the next scheme? Like, do I take out the top one?
I think you get rid of Crisis because it's the worst thing. Crisis prevents us from, like, burning down any threat, right?
But I feel like I'm going to get cards and be able to do it next turn. I feel like I'll be able to do that easy next turn. Am I wrong? Am I crazy?
But you could then do those to clear these, right? Are you saying that you can do it to prevent this from flipping?
I'm saying, let's say I do just the top one this turn. It's still going to
goes
flip.
Up.
It's still going to flip, but it's 1 less acceleration next turn too. And I guess it's 6 and 1/2 dozen the other. I may as well do the one that's higher, which is the 7, because the extra threat doesn't matter. Yeah, if the extra threat mattered, then I would do it the other way. Okay, you're right. All right, so it's 2/4. Moondragon takes 2. So I take 4 off of this. I level up. Ba-dink. And ready up and give myself tough, which seems good. Now I am level 3, which gives me 3 thwart. And so now the point of getting these progress counters is remove a progress counter from Ironheart, deal 2 damage to an enemy, which is just stupidly good.
Don't forget to give yourself tough. I think you get tough as well.
I already gave it to me.
Nice.
All right, so by the way, I used the photon beam. I did pay the cost of it. I just didn't do it. All right, so I hold those 2 cards. I am here, so I thwart for 3. Get rid of this garbage. And we only have 4 acceleration at this point, which is not 0. All right, so ready up. Draw up. 6-card hand seems good.
Brant says, can you turn your volume up slightly, by the way?
Whose? Mine or Terence's or whose?
He says, Peter, can you turn your volume up?
I can. Boom. I am up. Maybe I should just get closer to my microphone. How are you? Wait, what is going on here?
Like radio style?
Welcome. Hold on. Sorry, everybody, if I stop streaming for a minute. Let me just double check my mic. No, my mic is the right thing. All right. I think I should be back. And yeah, I don't know why my mic's so low. I'm as close as I can be and the volume's all the way up on it. That's really weird. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Are we back? Is the stream back? Yeah, I think I stopped streaming for 1 second because I'm an idiot. But that's okay. We're back. All right. Hopefully that worked for the volume. Where are we at?
5 threat.
Okay.
Well, or wait, you got to ready and do
draw
stuff,
my
right?
Cards. Yeah. So I get 4 cards now, which doesn't deck me.
Is your plan to chump for me?
I can. Is that what you want?
Or is your plan not to chump? I guess I need to know because I would pull wiggle room if your plan is not to chump.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I can chump for you if you want.
Okay.
I was maybe going to save it for because I'm about to get attacked 57 times. But.
Okay. I will pull it back.
I mean, what are your thoughts on that? Well, no. Fine. You know what? I go for champions next turn. Oh, that's.
Well, you would have to know that before we made the call. Because we would draw at the same time.
Well, because you would have to draw that.
It's an action.
So my plan would have been to chump for you, yes. Or not to chump for you, because I was going to chump for myself, going through all this. But I feel like that's fine anyway, because I can still then use Moon Girl next turn for extra thwarting, and she won't take any damage for it. Right? I feel like next turn's a perfect go for champions turn. The problem is I don't have enough resources to pay for it. Like, I got Helicarrier, I got Tony Stark's AI, I got propulsion jets. Like, go for champions feels like a terrible option with all this great stuff in my hand, but I don't know. We'll see. All right. So bottom line is we're going to add 5 here, which pops this.
Yep.
When we pop it, we reveal the next weapon, which
starts off with 2.
Yep.
1 player. And
it only goes to 6. I do get under surveillance back, which is actually not a bad time for it, right before I'm about to deck. What is this? Discard a card after the attached villain attacks and damages you. Oh, well, this is terrible.
Good thing you're tough.
It's not terrible because I'm chumping for you. Oh, no, you have wiggle room. Well, I can still chump for you. Well, we'll figure that out. All right. So first things first, he's attacking you. So, yeah, the question is, wiggle room's not going to be enough, though. He's attacking for 3.
It's fine. I can discard a card.
Are you going to draw wiggle room back? Oh, if you had defended.
If I defended, that's cool. Cool story.
Well, you wouldn't have had to discard a card. But yes.
Discard them.
Ooh, big hands. Terence, I see your hands. They're quite big.
Not in the Miss Marvel show.
Hey, spoiler alert. All right, where are we at? So now it is going to be me. Mary says, Peter, you're not taking care of justice problems. Look here, smartasses, all of you smartasses. I'm doing my best. I'm doing what I can over here. I'm dodging bullets. I don't know what that means, really.
I think you could use some justice cards, more justice cards in that deck.
I mean, I don't have very many justice cards. I made that quite clear. I have a lot of first aid to like heal Moondragon and other cards like that. That was kind of my thought. No, it was for Brawn, actually, to put Brawn out, and then I get a free mental resource every turn, and I keep first aiding him. That was kind of my thought process. Yeah, might not have been the best thought process, but that's where I was at. So I feel like next turn, I Tony Stark AI.
Did you take your attack yet? You should do that.
Well, I mean,
stop looking at your cards.
I'm tough. Oh, but does he get piercing? What the heck am I talking about or thinking about? He gets piercing.
Yeah, he gets. Yeah.
It's fine. I'm just gonna take it. Discard the lowest cost support you control.
None. It's good for you.
Oh, thank God. All right, but I take 3. And we're here. Or where we are. Yeah, tough is
you have
terrible.
To discard card. You have to discard card.
I love how you said.
You could chump. Why don't you just chump?
It's fine. It's fine. I can still Tony Stark AI and go for champions both, so it's fine. That's the plan. Yes, because Tony Stark AI is going to draw me a card.
Right? You can do that over. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then I just get rid of propulsion jets. Go for champions lets us, like, I can use Moon Girl and not take damage, and we get that on our defensive round too for both of us. That seems really good, right?
All right. Cards.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry. Go ahead.
Insight 1.
I mean, that's not the worst thing.
And then you get a weapon.
I mean, I don't get a weapon. That's not how this game works. If I got weapons, it'd be OP. I'm too good. I don't need weapons. Look at all the justice I'm doing over here. Look at this. See all these schemes? Justice.
What are these weapons?
I mean,
in theory.
There you go.
Old friend.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to be with you again. Oh, we should probably do mine then. One real, discard an ally. upgrade, or support you control. Then discard each card in your hand. No. No, 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 no. I hate that card. Are you effing kidding me? No.
You get rid of Moon Girl, right?
But then I got to get rid of Go for Champions and Helicarrier.
At least you get to play Propulsion Jets or Tony Stark AI.
No, Terence. No. This card is a piece of... That is terrible. No, I'm not doing it. I'm just not. Forget it. I refuse. I'm done.
What you getting rid of Ingenuity? Like, I mean, what's the call here?
What the? I mean, there's no call. Obviously, that is garbage. I hate that card. All right, I'm with you, Terence. I wasn't with you before. I'm with you now. That card is trash. All right. So lots of bad stuff's happening because we were just about to have a round of like unbridled joy. By the way, why didn't we think about the piercing thing when we're like, oh, I have tough? Not a problem. Yeah, guess what's a problem? That was a problem. All right, Terence, where are we at? I don't know. I'm befuddled now. All right, I'm first player.
You are first player.
So I think I'm going to use Ingenuity and First Aid to play Tony Stark's AI. Oh, there's only one card. So I'm going to deck myself by doing this.
Yeah. Do you play Propulsion Jets instead?
And hold Tony's?
Yep.
I mean, I think I'm flipping down no matter what this turn, right? So I can remove a total of 5 threat. Where would you like it removed from, sir?
No, you can remove 6, can't you?
No. Oh, yeah, I'm level 3. Oh, I do get 2 hit points, by the way, which is nice.
Yeah.
You want me to get rid of the top one? Or do I get rid of this and this? I mean, if I get rid of this, I'm taking a shot to my face again.
Yeah, I feel like you get rid of the top one, right?
Okay. So these two... Or do I heal would be the other option, but... I feel like that's out the window at this point.
Sure.
I mean, I could have done 3 from the top and then 3 from main also. Would you rather have seen that? Are you taking anything off main? No, you're not. Right?
No.
So maybe that's the call.
Okay.
Well, it just makes more sense, right? Even though we're accelerating 4, it's still 3 less starting spot. I don't think I can afford to flip down, can I?
I mean, what's the last scheme card?
It's the same thing. It's only like 3 or 5 or whatever. Yeah, 5. And then you lose. But this needs to get to 12. It's going to get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to get halfway there. Yeah, he's not getting it to 12, right? Nah, I'm flipping.
I'm not flipping down.
Well, right. So I'm flipping down. Oh, wait. Can you afford to not flip down?
Yeah, wiggle room.
That Go for Champions really like screwed me big time, by the way. Or whatever. Losing that.
Welcome to the new standard.
Oh, that was terrible. That was just
now you feel the pain that I felt.
Yeah, that
hero.
Yeah, no, that card was no bueno. All right, go ahead and do what you're gonna do. And then I'm gonna talk to the chat while I get a drink.
Do I just start getting rid of weapons?
I think so. I think at some point we gotta worry about that. I wouldn't worry about the piercing one because he gets piercing like innately. I would just get rid of. Oh, this one's probably the worst, right? Power gauntlets.
Is it though?
Discarding a random card, or not a random, but
no, you discard a card.
I know, but
I just feel like it's just so much damage. Like he base of 4 at 5 health. Like I have to get rid of one of the ones that.
Okay, that's fine.
Damage, right?
I mean, don't get rid of the piercing one, obviously, because if he has any weapons, he has piercing. So that's. So we get rid of the ranged one, right?
Mental and physical, right? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess you get rid of the ones you have the resources for. So do you want lightning and physical or mental and physical?
I mean, I only have 1 physical, so.
All right.
And that was literally the card that I could actually do something with, but it is what it is.
So wait, you literally, that's all you're doing?
That's all I'm doing, because
that's
the only it's the only physical card. I could attack instead, but it just feels like it's not as useful.
Yeah, no. Oh, that card has screwed me twice now. By the way, not happy about it. I mean, I could have used Tony Stark's AI to get 1 progress counter. I feel like that wouldn't have been worth it. Well, I can pay for Champion Mobile Bunker pretty easily, which just lets me cycle my deck faster, which isn't the worst thing, considering I don't have a lot of the cards I want out.
You can also use it to cycle my deck.
Oh, can I?
Mm-hmm.
Choose an identity with a champion trait. Oh, that would be good. Well,
Like,
because you have a lot of allied hitting stuff in your deck, which is not great at this point. All right, so let's not even think about what's going on, because that just pissed me off last time. So we're just going to add 5. 6. Halfway there. Whoa, we're halfway there. And then he's going to scheme against me. Or thwart it. Yeah. After activation. Yep.
So that's just 3. That's not bad. All right. Yep. He's attacking me for 3. And a boost. And I will wiggle room.
Wiggle. Boost to 1. So 4 again. So you do have to discard a card.
Probably Relentless.
I mean, anything that does damage to minions and doesn't have a resource.
I get to draw a card as well. Double wiggle.
Oh, when do you get to draw that card?
Oh, so should I discard this instead?
And not... Oh, but then you'd have to discard it. Yeah.
That's fine. It's fine.
All right.
I will just double wiggle.
All right, so draw a card. My first one is this one. Hey, minion.
Wait, don't I? I get to draw after you play, so I could wiggle again and not take the damage.
And then not discard a card. The problem is then you're losing a wiggle room instead of a relentless assault.
No, but I get to draw a card again. Wiggle room places itself.
Oh, yeah. Then do that.
Seems like the better
play, and then
right?
take your life back too.
Yeah.
Big hands. Like that.
Big hands are really just used to get rid of weapons now.
No, I think you do some damage.
Well, we'll see what you get.
Maybe I start getting rid of weapons. Maybe I start doing my...
there we go.
A minion, yes.
That's what I'm looking for.
Hey, another minion.
Discard the lowest cost, lowest printed ally. That's cool. Look at that. Oh,
wow.
Man.
And we've had no allies when these cards have come out either. So there's that. Yeah, I guess with scrolls, yeah, I was like, oh, I could do that bronze strategy, but that seems terrible against scrolls. Because bronze just get, keeping Braun alive and keeping him in there just to, like, get that resource.
You have photon beam? You do. Okay, so you can kill my guy.
I mean, if I want to.
Do you not want to?
I do. All right. So do I do Champion's Bunker just because it's not free, but I've got the double resource. So is that what I do?
Well, it's not your turn.
So what you're saying is I've got a chance. All right. Go ahead and do your turn. Yeah, I can take care of yours if you want. Or mine, whatever.
How are we dealing with this guy?
I thought you had plenty of stuff to do tons of damage. I thought you're Mr. Damage.
1.
You got into the fray, dude. What do you mean, how are we getting rid of him? You're into the fraying.
Well, part of it is just like
you don't have enough resources.
If you into the fray the lower thing, then it does more.
What does it do again? Removes threat from the main. Don't forget, I have propulsion jets. Although I could use it for one of these, so never mind.
1, 2. Can you get rid of weapons? Is that a thing you can do? You have Braun. Braun's getting discarded.
Of course, but I mean, I want Tony Stark's AI, and I was going to put Champion Mobile Bunker in too. So, I mean, maybe I don't put the mobile bunker in. I mean,
All right, so
it's fine. It's not great. It's not necessary.
Into the fray for 6. I can make it 8.
9, 10 with overkill. Right?
Wait, no. So it's at 6 plus 9. 10, 11, 13.
Yeah, so even if you kill this guy, it's still taking 7 off the main.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I feel like that's great.
Do I play Locust?
What's Locust? Locust card enters play. Add 1 aggression red event from your discard pile to your hand. I mean, if you want. I feel like you're not going to have enough to pay for that and something else.
Or do I just Relentless Assault?
I think you Relentless Assault, right?
I assume you don't need me to sneak by.
No. The problem is you don't have a fist resource anymore. Did you need to use all those fists last turn?
I mean, I use big hands. I don't have to use it.
Yeah, you use this and something else, like sneak by or whatever, right?
No, I need the mental.
No,
I need mental for this. Oh, physical. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Use sneak by or whatever instead. Yeah.
No, I need to use Locust.
Fine. Yeah, because you got a fist for the other thing from this.
Yeah, let's do that.
So now you're Relentless Assaulting. 5 plus the cost is 2, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Oh, you do need to use a mental too, though. Did you use a mental?
Yeah. That's why I held the sneak by.
Okay.
Because it had the mental. So obviously against White Rabbit, right?
Yeah, because I can kill the other one. So it's 6 over, and what does that do? Oh, it's overkill?
Yep.
All right, we're getting there.
And then a whole wiggle, obviously.
Yep. We're getting there slowly but surely. So the question is Champion's Bunker. I think I just can't do it. If we want me to get rid of weapons, I can't Champion's Bunker.
You don't have to get rid of weapons, but
no, I think you're right. I think it's smart.
Well, you can always use Champion's Bunker to cycle to get the resources you need to get rid of weapons too, right?
Well, the problem is I don't have enough cards to pay for everything I want to do, because I want Tony Stark's AI and Photon Beam. Those two are kind of musts, right? And if I do both of those, then I don't, unless I draw a double. All right, so here's what I do. I pay Braun, and I pay
to put Tony's in.
To put Tony's in and see if I get a double resource. So I get to look at 2. Oh, I don't even need a double resource. Oh, yeah, because I need a Photon Beam, right? Oh,
or do you put in Ronnie Williams? Yeah, Ronnie Williams.
Or Ronnie. I mean, you got to take that, right? So now everything's changed.
Well, you still have enough. You pay this to pay Ronnie, and then you pay these 2 to do Photon Beam. And you heal for 2.
So what do I need for getting rid of one of these? Or I can't get rid of one of these, is what we're saying.
No, I think you play in your hand, and we eat it for another turn.
Okay. All right. So I pay...
Because I think you need that health, man. Like...
Yeah, I pay for Ronnie. I heal for 2. I mean, do I just heal here too? Get up to 10?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Then I flip up, and I Photon Beam.
And you get the 2 progress counters, right?
For 4, and get 2 progress counters. Exactly right. All right. And I get to thwart for 3. Hold on.
Yep.
From the top.
So just clear the crime pains, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want to take it right now. Let's clear some of this stuff before I... Well, although this isn't bad to take right now, right? Because I don't have cards to discard. And I still... I'll wait. Hopefully one of us gets Go for Champions, right? Because Go for Champions is freaking huge to get rid of these. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All right. So I draw 6. Come on, Go for Champions. Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Terence!
Bahamut said that scrawl Agent Surge if you don't remove an ally from the game.
Have we screwed that up literally the entire time? Yep. All right, so you're taking an extra one now? Oh, so he attacks you and it gains surge. I mean, it's so hard because you would have had a wiggle room, but you know what? Just take it. Shuffle it in. Take an extra encounter card this round. Sorry, guys. We screwed that up. I think this is the best we can do to remedy it because, I mean, we're not going to get it right.
All right.
Do you agree, Terence?
Yep.
Okay.
You Go for Champions.
I do have Go for Champions. I'm super happy about that. That means all this threat, or these are going away this turn, in case you were wondering.
All right.
And
so
Vivian
you gotta put
champion also.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's up to 7.
Yep.
All right, and then he attacks me. I will wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Of course, I take the 1 damage.
Man, every time. So you do get to draw a card, right? Or did you already do that?
I did that. Okay, Angela.
Thank you very much, Bahamut, for pointing that out.
Right,
and we screwed it up at least one other time. Do you want to take an extra? I'll take an extra card. How about that? Because I know we screwed it up one other time. One of us got one.
Okay.
We did it right at the beginning of the game, I think, actually, ironically. And then we forgot it every other time. So we got 2 extra encounter cards this turn. I think that's at least somewhat fair. Where are we at?
Your attack.
I get attacked, right? Yeah. Do I defend here? I mean, my 3 thwart's real good, though, right?
Well, you do. If you play Justice Serve, you do ready.
That's only if I do it from thwarting.
Oh.
Right?
Yep, that is true.
So I'm just going to take it to the face. So I take 4. Plus 3 more is 7.
No, it's 6.
Oh, I'm sorry. 3 plus 3 is 6. Yeah. Now I do have to discard a card. Under surveillance or justice served?
Are you gonna be able to play all this stuff?
I probably can play Vivian and go for champions, I think. Even still. Because don't forget I get free resources down here too. So I think I get rid of justice served, right?
How do you play in Vivian?
I mean, I get a double resource. And I get a free resource. Plus,
yeah,
I get to draw a card with
that.
Stroke of Genius, and I get to draw a card with Tony Stark's AI.
All right, then get rid of Under Surveillance. You don't think we need it? Or Justice Served?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, Justice Served allows you to ready one more time, right?
I know,
so...
yeah. So I'm getting rid of but Under Surveillance is 4, but probably harder to pay for. I actually might be able to pay for Justice Served and go for Champions and Vivian. Because don't forget, Stroke of Genius lets me draw a card, and Tony Stark lets me draw a card, and I have a free resource here. I mean, I got a lot of stuff.
All right. Place a threat on the main scheme. We okay with that?
Yeah, definitely.
Search. Wait, no. Discard a random card from your hand.
There's a random card button, dude. Right here.
Well, that was the card I wanted, but okay.
And you do surge it still, too.
Yep. Give him tough.
Villain?
Yep.
Whoa. All right. I feel like we're getting there. I don't know what this is. Hinder 1. When revealed, discard your hand and draw 4 cards. You Terence, a new standard is going to give me a freaking heart attack. I mean, seriously? Discard your hand. This is terrible. Draw 4 cards. I feel like no matter what it was, it's just going to be disappointing. Disappointed! I mean, that's awful, Terence.
Yep, and you still have one more card.
I know, shut it. One revealed, alter ego. Each criminal enemy in play schemes.
None.
If no schemes were made this play, card gain surge.
Well, you're not alter ego. They would have been attacked.
Oh, I'm sorry. Each criminal enemy attacks. No attacks.
But there's none. So
let's move on. The villain attacks you if they have a weapon attachment. It gains surge. I'm in trouble here.
You have to defend here, right?
I mean, so I defend for 3. I mean, I still am in trouble here. So I take 2. I'm clearly flipping down.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is not good either. What's this one? Search your deck for an Ironheart card and add it to your hand. Give Ironheart tough and ready Ironheart. I mean, all of that's not terrible, but what is terrible is everything else. All right, so it's my turn? Oh, no. I still have another card. This is bad.
All right, am I defending for you? Is that...
Well, hold on. No. This is the card I just did.
Yeah. No, it's right here.
Oh, my God. Okay. I mean...
Wait. It says if they have one, yeah, you can search.
So...
All right.
I mean, I'm dead otherwise.
All right.
So you're defending with wiggle room? Oh, I have to discard a card too, by the way. I mean, which of these 4 cards would you discard? New and improved or Helicarrier? Wasp? Wasp. There's 0 chance I'm playing Wasp. Okay. So you're defending?
Yep. I didn't take any damage.
Oh, did you flip?
Oh, wait, can I defend? I can, because... No, wait, I can't, though.
Why not?
Wiggle room, you can't. I'm exhausted.
Why are you... Oh. Yeah, so I'm just dead, right?
Yeah, you're just dead.
All right. I am dead. I mean, let's be honest. I've been dead for a while now on the inside.
Sweet.
All right, Terence.
What game?
Bahamut says, "Okay, now I feel bad." Don't feel bad, Bahamut. That was garbage. Go for Champions would have been so great every time I had it, and literally New Standard pulled it from me every time I had it. And you never had to discard your hand once. So yeah, we could talk about New Champions when we're done, or New Standard.
Do you want to call it? You want to?
I mean, do you want to keep going? Do you think you have a chance?
No. I mean, we're on stage 2, right? Like, it's going to be a long game.
All right. Do you want to call it and just have a post-stream discussion?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right. We're actually going to finish, like, in a reasonable amount of time tonight? What? This is crazy talk, Terence.
Yeah.
All right.
So the New Standard.
So New Standard.
Your opinion has changed.
I mean, after today's game, yes, it has. I mean, those cards killed me. They literally. I love the new. Hold on. Let's pull them out and just talk about them one at a time. I got them in the upper corner of my screen here, so people can look at them with us. All right. So first one is Distracting Flyby. Hopefully this is in the right corner. Hinder 1, discard your hand and draw 4 cards. It doesn't seem terrible, but boy, it makes me not want to look at my deck ahead of time. Look at my next turn, which I do a lot. And it did not work out. So what are your thoughts on Distracting Flyby? There's 2 of them. They replace... I mean, the good news is they replace Advance, which is like one of my least favorite cards in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just like Advance is pretty rough, and this isn't a loss condition, but it can be like it can be both good or bad, right? Like you could have a dud hand, right, and you could feel good about it, but it is a 4 card hand. So, it could feel great if you're playing first turn Iron Man, you flip up.
Sure. Yeah, it gives you extra cards. But
the thing that I've seen that's actually kind of cute that we saw with Justice, if you have one way or another, you could burn your entire hand, pull this out, and you have no card to discard, and you drop to 4 cards, and you have another 4-card hand to play that turn.
That is interesting, and I like this better than Advance. So you're gonna get 2 plus 1. So you have a side scheme with 3 on it, and all 3 of that will be placed on the main scheme. And it
so
doesn't
you can't
go away.
It down to lessen it, right?
Yeah, you have to burn it down. I mean, you have to just get rid of it, or you're going to be adding threat each turn. So, and it will happen turn after turn as well. It's not like it's just one and done.
Right. Which does fit the like distracting part, right? Like it's not a super bad card. Like it's not like it's 10 threat or whatever, right? Like it at most is 6 in a 4-player.
I mean, this is what we've been talking about for a while. A higher initial number and a lower hinder number, I think, makes it better in in any player count game. I just think it's more fair. So I don't know. I like distracting flyby. I'd much rather play with it, even with the discard and draw 4, because honestly, the only time I've cared about it's today. I've drawn it several times in the past, and I have not cared about the 4.
When you have something that's a discard your hand, that can happen, right? Like I feel like that's a complaint I've seen people have of playing Mysterio, right? It's just like if you just happen to have a hand like you did, where it's like awesome, or you were holding cards and whatever, just you just have to account for it.
Bahamut says, I take full credit for that punishment. Bahamut, don't worry about it, man. No, you were right. We were wrong. We should have definitely played it right originally, and we might have died like 20 turns earlier. So it's fine. All right, so this one is Sweeping Strike. When revealed, discard a random card from your hand. So Distracting Flyby, better or worse than Advance in your mind? Would you rather have that or rather have Advance?
I think this is a more interesting design of a card.
I agree.
But I do think Advance, if you're, like if you do have the threat under control, it feels significantly less bad than Distracting Flyby.
Well, and Distracting Flyby can hurt you turn after turn. If you just have a no threat turn when this comes, or no thwart turn when this comes out, this can be punishing. Certainly, because it could happen multiple turns. Worst case scenario, you can at least thwart it everybody can thwart it for a couple. But
it does hurt, like decks like mine where I can really only remove threat off main.
Yeah,
right? Because I can't really touch side schemes as well.
Yep. But I think it's a more interesting design. I totally agree with you. I like it a lot. All right, so Sweeping Strike. Discard a random card from your hand. The villain attacks your hero. That attack deals indirect damage. So this is instead of the normal just them attacking you. So this is clearly just worse, right? Like, because you also have to discard a random card, and it deals indirect damage, which is just worse. And you look at the discarded cards printed resource. I mean, they really didn't think Assault was bad enough. Like, because this is just
to be fair, I feel like the thing to compare this to, and it might be worth pulling those cards out, is like I think it's worth looking at Standard, but then also Standard 2. So like the design behind this is like trying to find a middle ground between Standard 1 and 2.
Yeah.
That is like a little harder, a little different. Like there's a theme for it. And this one happens to be, I think, hand hate, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is. It's discarding, right? We had to do that several times. So this is just way worse than Advance. I'm not in love with.
I think the other one. I think the other one has Overkill, right? It's like Surgeon Overkill for Standard 2.
Yeah, maybe. So you could either place a threat on the main scheme for each character damaged by the attack, which is weird because it'll only ever be 1, right? It doesn't have Overkill or anything. So that's weird.
Well, it's indirect, so you can damage 1.
Oh, indirect. Yeah. All right, so the villain heals 1 for each character damage. So again, for each character, because you're right. It's I forgot the indirect part. The villain gets +2 for the attack. I mean, those are all terrible. But if you discard a wild randomly, you do get to draw a card. So I don't know. Overall, harder, but I still don't think unfair. Who knows? If it kills you, that's when it all becomes unfair, right? So, chain reaction's the one. Discard an ally, upgrade, or support you control. If you have expensive allies, this is not a problem. What happened to us was terrible. Then discard each card in your hand with cost equal to or greater than the discarded card. Turn 1, I mean, it literally cost me the first 2 turns of the game. Chain reaction. And I know you hate this one. I don't hate it. It never bothered me before today. Today it was just a kick.
I had turns like you did, though, on the first time this came out.
I mean, that's a not fun thing to happen. Like, turn 1, this is awful.
Yeah, and so I guess going back a card, the card comparing this to in Standard 2 is not Overwhelming Force, Total Annihilation. And so that's, the villain attacks you, the attack gains overkill, and it surges. So
I still think I'd rather have this, because honestly, turn 1, 9 times out of... Well, it depends. I mean, most heroes do want to build up turn 1, right? But some heroes will have nothing out on turn 1, and it does literally nothing. I mean, that's the other thing to think of. If you have nothing out, it literally does nothing.
Yep. And then so Overwhelming Force, which is the Standard 2 card for this, is discard the highest cost support or upgrade you control. And if no card was discarded this way, it surges.
I mean, this is just worse, though, right? I mean, it's still worse.
Yep.
Because the discard your whole hand mechanic, it's forcing you to want to discard your highest cost. And even if you do discard your highest cost, as we've seen, it can take out the most important pieces of your next turn. So this is pretty rough. Chain reaction's pretty rough. But there's only one of them. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until you discard a minion. Reveal that minion, and then discard a card from your hand for each minion engaged with you. The villain attacks your hero. Wow. Holy moly. So this is just way worse than the one which was the villain in every minion engaged with you attacks. This is... I think they could have taken out the middle part, right? Why do you also have to discard a card from your hand for each minion engaged with you? So you're going to discard at least one card with this, right? It's already bad enough that you're getting a minion and everybody's attacking you. I don't know. I don't know why they had to add that.
Well, only the villain attacks you, actually.
Oh, okay. So before it was the villain and all minions. Okay, I thought it was everybody attacking you. I'm sorry.
And the Standard 2 card on the hero side. So the nice thing about this is, if you're on Alter Ego, the villain doesn't attack you. So, like, that last third sentence doesn't apply.
Oh, so all the rest would still happen though, which is interesting. Yes. So it doesn't have to surge. Okay.
Right.
You know who hates this right here? For the most part so far, Hulk would hate this entire modular.
Well, anything that has hand hate, Hulk has to hate, right?
Yeah.
So in Mob Mentality, which is the Standard 2 card, is the villain and each minion engaged with you attacks, and it also surges afterwards. So I think, like, in general, they've like tried to remove a lot of, like, there's still a surge, but like really trying to minimize it, right?
Yeah. No. And I mean, look, it's certainly still interesting. All of this is definitely still interesting. It is, they went for hand hate here. I'm curious to see what they do next year, right? Yep. Because every year it's going to have a different theme. This year it's clearly hand hate, and it's hateful, all right. That is for darn sure. So Surge, here's the Surge when revealed. Shuffle. This card is my favorite change, though. I actually think this is way better than, not better than, but I think it's way easier than Shadows of the Past, and I think it brings it in line. You're still putting terrible cards into the deck, so I don't think it's just easier. I mean, it's certainly just easier than Shadows of the Past.
Well, I think it depends on how bad your Nemesis is and how bad the encounter deck is. Like, this Surge could be really bad.
Sure.
Like, Venom Goblin, I'd rather have my Nemesis. I'd rather have Shadows of the Past, right? Like,
yeah, I guess. I don't know. I like it because it's Shadows of the Past right now just feels like kick you in the teeth like 3 ways till Sunday. Like, it puts all these bad cards in the deck, and it gives you a, by the way, here's a minion and here's a side scheme all at one time.
It's really just a double Surge.
Right. Yeah,
But it's
and
like a
this,
known surge
and
though
this
that you can
surge
backpack with.
happens before you put that stuff in the deck too.
Yep.
I don't know. I like it better. It's, to me, the only card that's actually easier than normal standard. Now, again, it depends on the villain, but I think for the most part, it's
Well,
easier.
I think I actually think distracting flyby can be easier, depending.
It's more fair than advanced for sure. I mean, the negative part is the discard your hand part, right?
Unless you're doing it on player turn.
Well, right, or your Hulk, and then you just don't care. Well, depending on what your hand was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all interesting though. I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you want to change a pace, you played this game 500 plus times the way we have. I think it's interesting to have new stuff going into the deck. And
yeah, I think part of it's just like it's interesting, and it's also, you have to make some decisions, right? Like, even though chain reaction's bad, you think about it, right? Like, if you have multiple upgrades out, like if I had it out, right? Like, I actually have lots of cards out, and it's just like, what do you discard? What is in my hand? Am I willing to take that tempo hit this one
hone
turn to
technique would go away, right? 9 times
I mean,
out of
not
10.
necessarily, right? Like, is it better to not lose hone technique because it's such a cornerstone card and just lose my hand, right? Like,
yeah, so you
get
rid
to
of
make that.
Shrink or something.
Yeah, like you
Or
get you
Bruno.
kind of get to make you can make that call, right? And it's not necessarily terrible. Like, maybe I have cards under Bruno and I could refill my hand or something, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Or
So,
you
like,
just get rid of one of the follow throughs. That would probably be the best call.
yeah. So, like,
I mean, one extra damage maybe.
yeah.
I mean,
So,
they've been
like
sweet. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah, but you have that discussion point, and I think that's like the point of the card, right?
by the way, we didn't see any of the like zap or whatever cards. I don't feel like
we could shuffle them in. I thought you said you added them, so I did not add them myself.
I'm pretty sure I did, but maybe I didn't. That might have been, and that would have helped us actually. I believe this modular is not that bad. I think it would have helped us. I did not add it in.
Well, it doesn't count. Got to redo it.
Each player must place threat equal to the number of lightning resources in their hand. Zach gets plus attack and plus hit points equal to the number of. So this is what it's all based on, though. Is this one attached to your identity? Treat the printed. Oh, I just realized they can't see all this. Attach to your identity. Treat the printed resource cost you cards in your hand as if it were a lightning bolt. So when it is in play with all these other cards, like, that's when it becomes bad. But they have to like combo together, and it's pretty easy to get rid of. Choose either discard a card you control with a printed lightning resource, or take 2 indirect damage, which is like, it doesn't feel that bad.
The other cards, it depends on if you have printed lightning resources.
Well, even 2 indirect damage, though. I mean, like, if a card said, flipped up and said, take 2 indirect damage, you tell me you'd be sad about that? I mean, that's what this card does.
Like, yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think what they're counting on is that you don't care about it, because some people don't care about what type of resource they have. And then one of these other cards come out, right? Like, then this one comes out. When revealed, each player must place threat here equal to the total number of lightning resources in their hand and on cards in play they control, right? So if you didn't bother getting rid of this, and then this comes out, now this is bad. If you didn't bother taking care of this guy, Zach gets plus X attack and plus X hit points, where X is equal to the total number of lightning resource on cards in the engaged player's hand, right? Again, that with Haywire is bad. But you can just get rid of Haywire. Like I said, Haywire is kind of a weird one, because I just feel like, all right, 2 indirect damage. I would almost rather take 2 indirect damage than any card in the game. You know what I mean? There aren't many cards I'd rather take than that. Although this adds more damage too, right? When the villain phase begins, deal 2 indirect damage to each player with lightning resources in their hand and or a card they control. I mean, that's like going to be everybody. Hero action, choose either discard a card with a printed lightning or take 2 indirect damage. So they're really playing on this. Take a bunch of damage. Take indirect damage equal to the total number of lightning resources in your hand. If your identity was dealt 1 or fewer damage this way. This card again. Can you imagine having these cards combo though? Like if you drew this card Haywire first, and then you surge or had extra cards and drew one of these other ones. I feel like that's where it's terrible.
Yeah.
If they both came out at the same time. So, Willem, I haven't seen that name before, says, hi all, 6 a.m. here. Great content to wake up to. Thanks, Willem. I appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying the content. So, yeah, I totally forgot to put this in, by the way. We did not play with this encounter set.
I did not remember seeing it, so.
No, we definitely didn't. What's the name of it? Haywire or whatever?
Zax?
Or yeah, I can search for ZZZ. Yeah, no, it was definitely not in there. So there you go. The enemy cheated.
Invalid game.
Invalid game. The enemy cheated. By the way, if you guys want to come to watch people lose at Marvel Champions, you've come to the right place.
Well, if you want to see people win, you go to the other channels, right?
Yeah. Well, you know what I feel? I feel like even though my deck was not necessarily perfectly honed, right? I don't think it was. I actually think it did everything I wanted it to. And look, it's not great against this one because honestly, it is meant to get Braun into play and have him stay in play with the healing cards. I would certainly, if I knew what I was playing against, and I did, I would have traded those healing cards out for more threat removal. But beside that, I felt like my deck did kind of what I wanted it to, beside the fact that I just got screwed from turn 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've had chain reaction like wreck my game.
I mean, you saw it happen this game. It literally wrecked my first 2 turns.
Steve Kimmel was saying that, like he was playing a game with Hulk no less and got hosed, killed his momentum.
Yeah, I mean it literally killed the first 2 turns of my game. The only thing I had after 2 turns, which you pointed out, was 4 progress counters, which isn't the worst thing in the world. But like I literally had nothing else that I'd done. I didn't add threat. I didn't remove threat from anything. I didn't do anything else because I stayed face down just to keep those cards and get that progress. And it still did nothing. So I don't know. Yeah. So your thoughts, like what percentage of the time do you feel like you'd want to play with new standard versus, and I will say, I like it as a change of pace. I guess I'll go first. I like it as a change of pace. I wouldn't want to play with it every time. I do think there are times it's going to do way less than standard, and there are times you're just going to get frustrated and it's going to do way more than standard. But I think overall, it is a fun change of pace to the game. And by the way, everybody out there listening can play with new standard today if you wanted to. All you have to do is print out the cards. They are on, I'll put a link in the description, but you just Google Con of Heroes, and there's what's the section called? Downloads or something? Let me do it right now.
You can just go to it's just conofheroes.com, so you don't even really have to Google for it. And it's like literally the first link under the main thing. It says print and play versions of our 2022 campaign and modular set.
Yep, so you can get the whole modular set, you can get the whole campaign, but if you want officially printed ones, then join our contest. And the way to join the contest is at the beginning of this very recording. So if you missed the beginning, go back and catch it there. But basically you're going to email us and tell us who's the scroll. But yeah, all the details for all that will be at the beginning, for how to join the contest, as well as one of the contest entries. So this is the last week to enter the contest. I guess I should have said that at the beginning. It's the last week to enter the contest. So next week we will be revealing the winners. So, I don't know if I'm going to do it before next week, if I'm going to like randomly select those before next week, or if I'm going to wait till next week and do it live on the air. Doesn't really matter. I'll probably do it ahead of time just because it'll be a cluster for me to try to figure out how to do that live.
Nice.
So the Powell Family Farm says, this looks interesting. I've never played it. Wish I hadn't shown up late. Well, that's all right. The great part about this stream is it's here live, so you can go back and watch it at any time. And if you have any questions for us, literally leave comments in the description, and we can answer any questions or we can respond to any comments there. So we do a pretty good job of following the comments. Even if Terence isn't watching the comments every week, if anything is directed toward him, I will definitely show it to him, and he'll come in and respond. So
I don't get cool notifications like Peter does.
I mean, let's be honest. I don't know if they're cool notifications or just notifications. And honestly,
I get nothing.
Yeah, well, I don't even necessarily get notifications to my email. I get them in the main, like our main channel or whatever. But I've missed them before. I will say. So if I miss your comment, it's not because I don't like you. It's because I missed it, and I apologize. Because sometimes Steve will look at them, right, and then it doesn't show up as new for me, which is a thing. I'm like, oh, I had a comment. Wish I had known that. But anyway, this was good. It was good. I mean, look, we got to show off Ironheart, which I think is a very fun hero. Didn't get to show her at her highlights. Got to play Miss Marvel. And then we got to play, I think the scroll stuff was very fun and very interesting here. It never hit us hard, because that could have been real bad too, right? The scroll stuff literally never took out our allies. We never.
Well, it could have thinned your deck.
I mean, it can thin your deck. That's true if you don't like your allies, but if you don't like them, why are they in there in the first place?
Because you don't have a choice with your signature.
Well, sure. Yes. Mary says, if you want to try it, it's on TTS, and I'm happy to teach. So, and I do have the link to the tabletop simulator. That's already in here. Again, we fully condone supporting Fantasy Flight. We own every single expansion you see us play with. We own everything in the game. So, and more, because Mary talked me into buying this ridiculously awesome thing that is ridiculously expensive at the same time.
I feel like she actually didn't say anything to you.
Oh, she said nothing. She talked me into it by bringing it, and it was so freaking cool. I had to buy it myself. But yes, it's this giant thing to put your villains on and your side schemes and all that. I've also bought tokens in addition to that for damage tokens and threat tokens and stuff like that. So yeah, we own everything for the game and more. But I do say support Fantasy Flight, because they're not going to keep making cool stuff, or they can't afford to keep making cool stuff if we're not supporting them. So show them your love for champions. Buy all the stuff. We do. But then if you want to play it on Tabletop Simulator, I've got no problem with it. I know it's nothing official about it, but at the same time, like if you own the stuff, I don't mind the TTS. It's honestly the only way you and I can really play, Terence, considering we don't live anywhere near each other.
There's just Con of Heroes next year, or Gen Con.
Yes, we will be at Gen Con. By the way, if you want to play with us, we'll be at Gen Con. Just hit us up in the Discord or in the comments here, I guess. But that's kind of weird to talk back and forth here. So definitely join the One Stop Co-op Shop Discord. It's free to join. That would be a much better way to talk to us. And yeah.
Should I still give thoughts on New Standard? Since you
man. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I just went off on 50 tangents. So go ahead. What's your thoughts?
That's just how it is. I think New Standard is pretty good. Obviously, there's some cards that even though I say I hate, I mean, it feels bad when Chain Reaction like hits you sometimes. You know, that's probably the card out of all of them that I think is the worst.
Yeah.
And I think you agree now, which you did not at the con.
Well, because it never hit me hard at the con, because I was like, oh, I'll just discard my Helicarrier, it sucks, or my Avengers Mansion, it sucks, but whatever.
Yeah.
Like, or I had a 2 cost and all my stuff in my hand was 1 and 0 cost, right? Like,
yeah,
it just depends. Like, it can hit you bad, for sure.
But you know, like I think there are more interesting decisions. I think like both Standard and Standard 2 are simpler in design space, and I do think it's a step up in Standard compared to like Standard 1, which is by design, right? Like it is supposed to be harder. So kind of, I think my recommendation for putting it in is like, if you're looking for a challenge, but you don't necessarily want Standard 2, or you don't want like the Surge Chain, which I think a lot of the kind of Standard 2 cards do come with, I think it's like a good kind of interesting alternative, right?
Or how about this? If you don't want to play Expert, if you want just a little harder than regular Standard, you don't want to go to Expert, I think it would be fun for that as well.
Yep.
So, I mean, we always play expert, but we don't need to. Like, theoretically, we could play standard.
Do we have the expert cards in here?
We did have the expert. I mean, I think we did. I hit the button. Maybe I didn't. What are the expert cards? Because I don't remember them coming out either.
Yeah, I just don't remember seeing any of them. I see exhaustion here, so
yeah. We definitely had it.
It must have been all been boosted.
We got lucky, Terence. What can I say? We got lucky.
Yeah, so I like the design because it doesn't have a ton of surge too. So like, the effects aren't a walk in the park. And sometimes they actually like we had a few of them that didn't do anything, right?
Well, yeah, I mean they're more swingy for sure, which is fine, but they're not swingy in a I don't mean that in a bad way. I like the design and I like the option to add them. For me, that's the biggest part. Is I like the option to add them. I'm not going to play with them every time, but I like every once in a while we're like, oh, what can we do to challenge ourselves? Well, we don't have to put in Kree Fanatic or whatever. We could just play with standard, new standard or standard 2 to challenge ourselves a little bit more. And part of the reason, if you listen back on our podcast, part of the reason for this is Kennedy Hawk, when he designed it, likes to build all his modulars before he goes to the store for the night. So he wants to every year release a new standard at Con of Heroes. And that way you could build like several modulars all ready to go when you show up for the night. They'll just have different standards in them. One could have normal standard, one could have the new standard, one could have standard 2. So you could build a bunch of scenarios and show up with them all ready to play.
Yeah, it'll be fun to have that collection.
Yeah. So overall, I think it's a good addition for sure. I'm glad I have it. If I didn't go to Con of Heroes this year, I would have print and played it for sure. I got plenty of strength and genius cards that I could use as backings. Oh no, because they got to be.
Yeah, they have to be the orange ones.
They don't really though, right? Because here's the thing, they don't have the same backs anyway, so they're coming
because
either way.
You can't print them. You can't print the Marvel back.
Right.
Most printing shops will not do it. So I'm in the process of re-sleeving all my encounter decks because of Con of Heroes.
With opaque backs?
Yeah, I have those black ones that I got, the Asmodee Keyforge ones, the tournament blacks, the Exo Shields. And so I bought 10,000 of them.
Oh my gosh.
For it came out to like $0.01 a sleeve, so I bought 10,000 for $100. Because I feel like the worst thing that can happen is like you run out and like it doesn't match, and so now you're
I don't disagree with that. Yeah.
So you're just like, if you go in, you go all in, and it's only going to be the encounters, and obviously not even like the scheme cards, right? Like the main scheme cards.
That's true. Yeah.
So I did some of the math. And I think there's only like a few thousand or whatever in Lord of the Rings, and so I was just like, this should be enough. Like I won't be sad even with like custom modulars, and so it does mean like we can do like if Fantasy Flight does more custom modulars like Kree Fanatic, like I can print it anywhere and sleeve it. So
that might be another thing for them to think about printing for next year, either for the prize pool or for a giveaway.
We asked if we were allowed to print Kree Fanatic at the Game Center, because they've been doing like, the Arkham promos, and not promos, but the Arkham print and plays.
Yep.
And they would not do it. So
got it.
But that is something we did talk about.
Got it. Well, hopefully they either change their policy, because they told you to print and play it, right? I mean, it's not like it's it's not like Fantasy Flight's like, no, we're going to charge money for it. They're never going to charge money. It's a free.
I would pay for it to be printed.
Well, of course. Well, you'd have to pay for it to be printed. It wouldn't be free at that point. Like, obviously. Bahamut says, I ordered those sleeves too. My order hasn't shipped yet, though. So.
Yeah. I almost bought, I was just like, I was going to like ask Mike for your address and just buy you like thousands of sleeves and have it show up at your door.
You do realize that I sleeve cards for prototypes and things like that. It's not like I don't own sleeves. I just
don't sleeve.
I don't know. I'm going to go back to the same point over and over. If I play the game so much that the cards get nicked up, then I will happily sleeve them with opaque backs at that point. That was my argument from the beginning. It's not that I don't need to sleeve, but I don't want to spend the time and or money to do it up front. I just don't see the point in doing it before the cards actually get damaged. Why do you care if they're a little nicked up? Like, it's not like it's a Magic card where you got to sell it at like mint condition or whatever. As long as it's readable and playable, I don't really care. It's not like it's going to be that nicked up where it's going to be like distracting to me. Now, maybe to some people it would be, but I don't know. That stuff doesn't bother me. I think I just got booed by Mary.
Yeah, I think Mary can't play with you. You can't be friends.
I mean, I'm just not going to bring my modulars next year. Like, it's fine, or my encounter decks. It's fine. We'll use everybody else's.
I'm happy to play with Mary's cards instead of yours.
I mean, everybody's happy to play with anybody's cards but mine, but that's fine. I don't care. I'm still going to come with my heroes, and they're all going to be unsleeved, and you're just going to have to deal.
Yeah, just don't bring any of the encounter player cards that get put in the deck.
Well, I mean, I feel like you have to use sleeves from the person whose decks they are anyway, because the sleeves have to match. Because like, if you and Mary play together, your sleeves aren't going to necessarily match her.
Well, Mary's going to actually bring all the heroes and stuff, so she'll just take her obligations like she did this year.
Oh, listen to this. We got somebody on my side. Powell Family Farm says, I get the sleeve thing, but I like the feel of unsleeved cards better. I totally agree. Like, why do people put linen finishes on cards, all this stuff on cards? Like, I hate when you sleeve a deck of cards, and a couple things will happen. Number one, they get sticky if they've sat in a thing together for a long time, which doesn't happen to unsleeved cards.
You just need to use better sleeves, man.
No, like, I use the Fantasy Flight sleeves. I literally use the Fantasy Flight sleeves.
Well, you live in like, I guess like
one of the most humid places in the world.
Yeah, you like to live on a swamp, right?
I mean, not really, but yes, it's pretty humid here in Maryland. But
I know DC's built on top of a swamp, but like I guess like I have my Lord of the Rings cards in sleeves for like a decade, right? And like none of them are sticky, but I definitely have like cheaper sleeves that I know what you're talking about, but they're like crappier sleeves.
Yeah. But no, so I know I use the Fantasy Flight ones. I mean, they don't do that anymore, so whatever the new ones are the ones that I use. I sleeve some things. I sleeve my so here's one I do sleeve. I sleeve my Keyforge stuff. Why do I sleeve Keyforge? Because I like the backs on Keyforge. Right? So I want to be able to see the back on Keyforge. So I like sleeving those with clear sleeves because every deck has a unique back. So for those, I do
can't
sleeve.
Can't you just use unsleeved cards and then you can see the backs?
Well, no, because if those get nicked up, my whole theory is if my cards get nicked up, I just put them in opaque backs and I don't care. I don't care about the backs of Marvel Champions, in all honesty. That's really what we're saying here. Like if they get nicked eventually, I can just sleeve them.
Well, I guess I care. I guess like it's not even just the nick backs. I also care if you nick the front of the card.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you nick it, it could be the front or the back. But, like, if I nick the front, I don't care. I'm just going to keep it unsleeved. If I nick the back, and honestly, it's not even like you're going to see it coming. Like, I don't know. Like, even when we played with those cards with completely different backs, I don't pay attention enough to know, like...
Oh, we definitely played with clear sleeves, I think, one time at the con. And it's just, like, when you hand out the encounter cards, you get the one that says, like, the one where you know it's a new standard card and you're just like, ooh. Like that's you coming. Have that like, yeah, you know it's coming and you're just like, it's one of these like 7 terrible cards.
Yeah. So Mary said her boo was not about me not sleeving. It was about Game Center not being able to print the Kree Fanatic. She says, oh my gosh, Maryland is awful with humidity. Yeah, it's not bad. Or, I mean, it's bad. That's for sure. I was out there for work once and decided to run a PT test. Oh, that was just a bad idea. Don't do that here. Do it in, like, someplace where it's cooler, for sure, too.
Well, yeah, you also don't want to do it in, like, Mile High, like Denver either, right? Like,
well, that's what she said. She said she thought it'd be easier with lower elevation, but failed to take into account the humidity. Yeah.
I do really like the Keyforge sleeves though, the ones they have, the official ones that that Game Genic was making, they shuffle really nicely.
Yeah.
And they have like the matte things don't
actually, I do
light as
have
much.
those. I lied. Actually, my Keyforge sleeves are not backed. They are matte backs. Now that I think about it, and they're very nice feel. I like the texture of those sleeves.
Yeah. So I have like 10,000 of those now. That I got
those are the ones you're getting.
Oh, I have them already. I have like 10. Like I've already started sleeving, but I have like
If I was to get sleeves, those would be the ones I would get. I think I get
the
Dragon cards.
They're kind of weird because they're like come in packs of 40s, which is I guess a Keyforge thing. Having never played it,
yes.
But it's like I'm used to like the 50 or 100 kind of denominations, so the like 40 is weird. But yeah, I mean I bought enough to have 10,000 sleeves, so.
The sleeves I bought were the dragon sleeves or whatever.
The dragon shields? I mean, most people consider them some of the best. Them and the katanas.
Yeah.
Usually
the most 90% of the sleeves I have are clear Fantasy Flight. Like, I use them for prototypes all the time. So it's not like I don't use sleeves, but I really, truly like riffle shuffling.
You like to sleeve your unfinished products and not your finished ones.
Exactly right. Well, I mean, you have to sleeve prototypes. Like, you're not. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know how you'd not do it unless you use sticker paper and like cut every card and like glue it to an actual card. Oh no, that'd be awful. Like,
I did print and play once, and I was just like, this is terrible. I'm just gonna pay the money to have someone else do it for me because I did not like that experience.
Well, the only thing I've also done for prototypes is I will, and these cards come out actually pretty good. I will use thicker cardstock paper, 110-pound paper, and I will print double-sided. Now, there's some tricks you got to do for double-sided printing also, so they don't always come out perfect. But then I'll laminate those pieces, and then I'll cut it. And those laminated cards with the thick cardstock actually feel pretty good.
So would you do that for your own Marvel stuff for like custom content because it wouldn't match?
To laminate it?
Or no, just like to do your own print and play?
I would probably sleeve it. I'd probably sleeve those cards.
Or would you pay someone or would you just print from home?
I mean, I did pay someone for the Kree Fanatic ones.
But you're trying to get the matching back specifically for that. But like now that you really can't do that, would you just like if you didn't code a Con of Heroes next year, like would you just print that yourself?
Maybe, or maybe I just wouldn't have it. I don't know. That's a really good question. I mean, I would honestly pay my entry fee and just have you pick up the cards for me is what I do. More than likely, I just give you the $50 just for the cards. I bet
because I would go there.
Well, I would bet, and I'm not going to speak for Kennedy Hawk, who's the main organizer there, right? But I would bet if you paid your entry fee, he would probably ship them to you.
We're not going to say that. We're not going to say that on stream. I don't think we're going to. We did that this year for a few people who paid, and it was a huge pain. And I don't.
Oh, okay.
Just like getting the address and the shipping and like, like I don't know. He's the one that did all of it, and it was a huge pain in the butt. So.
Mary says you guys better be at Con of Heroes next year. Well, Terence will be there. I'm always a wild card for anything. It just depends. I know we already know the dates, but it just depends what else I got going on in my life at that point. So I can never commit early, unfortunately, to a lot of stuff.
I've seen Mike at Con of Heroes, but I know that's never happening.
No, Mike doesn't. I mean, he likes Marvel Champions. He doesn't love Marvel Champions. I mean, he would go to an Arkham Horror one first, I would think, and he hasn't done that.
I don't even think he would even do that.
Oh no, he doesn't even go to Gen Con. I mean, the only con, if you want to
Wait, is he going to Gen Con?
No, he doesn't. No, he's never been to Gen Con. The only con he's ever been to, and he's been twice now, is PAX, because it's close. He doesn't even come to our local con in Maryland. Now, granted, it's called EuroQuest, so maybe that's part of the reason he doesn't come. And we do tend to play a lot of Euro games there. But no, I can't even get Mike to come to a local con, let alone traveling. So he does go to PAX U.
I thought you were going to say I can't even get Mike to come to my house to play board games.
Oh, I can't right now because he's in this play. And so, I mean, Mike and everything's been on hold. Game design's been on hold. I mean, he's still creating content, obviously, but we haven't had a game night in forever. So, yeah, no. So it's harder and harder to do the podcast too, because like, just we don't ever get to play games together anymore. So that's why we haven't done Saturday night streams in a while. Like, yeah, it's a lot right now. I mean, a lot of it's my schedule too, to be fair. Like, I'm just coming up for air right now, and he's still buried a little bit.
Nice.
All right. Well, I think we're going to call it there. But thank you, everybody, for joining us. It was a blast, as always. You got a lot of opinions from us. Some of them good, some of them Terence's. I'm glad you caught that. That was good. I like that. I make myself laugh on that one too. All right, Terence, thank you so much for joining me. As always, I love playing with you. We'll see if we get a little bit of a delay before we get any new content. I know next week we're definitely going to do Marvel Champions, but maybe in 2 weeks we do something else if nothing new's out yet.
Something else, like something not Marvel Champions?
Something
like
not
sacrilege.
Marvel Champions. Maybe we'll do
Sacrilege.
something, just change it up a little bit, Terence. Every once in a while.
So the last one came out in May, right?
Yeah.
For Iconic Hero. So it's going to be sometime in July is when the...
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Next week will be July 1st, but the week after will be like July 8th. If nothing's new out, who knows? We'll see. I mean, we could come up with content for Marvel Champions, but I also think every once in a while, like, I should probably play something non-Marvel Champions.
Are you getting bored of Marvel Champions?
Oh, I'm definitely not getting bored, but I also feel bad for the channel that I'm literally only putting out Marvel Champions content only at this point. And I feel like I should be doing something else. So we'll find something fun, even if we do something non-Marvel Champions related.
That sounds like a every other host problem, not your problem.
I mean, there's only one other host for the streaming channel. Let's be honest, it's Steve. So I feel like it's a fan problem too, right? Like I want our fans who are fans of all co-op games, not just Marvel Champions, to have other stuff to look at. But again, we'll see, because I say this now, and then like that second week is when they're gonna drop everything new, right?
So it says 7/15 on the Asmodee store.
All right, so maybe you'll get 1 week of non-Marvel Champions, and if Terence won't join me, we'll find somebody else. We'll bring Mary in. We'll bring somebody. I don't know.
Bring it back up.
I mean, you love Power Rangers. I saw you just playing that the other night. Maybe we'll do that one.
Do you like Power Rangers? I feel like you were okay on it.
But fine with it. I am not in love with it the way you are, but I mean, you can show your love for it, Terence.
I'd be happy to do a Power Rangers thing on stream.
Yeah.
If people would be interested in seeing that.
Because I don't think we've covered it anywhere. We might have covered it on the main channel, but
Colin has a playthrough, I think.
Yeah. But it's on the main channel. I don't know. I think solo playthroughs are very different than co-op playthroughs.
I feel like this game is also best at like the interactions is what makes that game, I think, fun between the different Rangers. So
cool.
Yeah.
All right, Terence, we're going to say goodnight. We're going to sign off, and let us know if you do want us to play something else. Mary says you can teach me to play Too Many Bones. I feel like that's a Mike thing. We definitely have some Mike streams with Too Many Bones.
Wait, are you a Too Many Bones fan too?
I'm not. I will play Too Many Bones. Ironically, I was more of a Too Many Bones fan than Mike when it came out. I mean, he claims Too Many Bones fandom, but like I'm the one. He's like, this game's terrible. Why do you keep playing it? And I played it over and over and over when it first came out. But then I got rid of my copy and I haven't played it forever. So it's fine. It's fine. It's Chip Theory Games puts a little too much into every game for me. Like they're like, oh yeah, and we'll add this one more thing, and those one more things just are too much. I feel the same way about Sadler Brothers games though as well. Like even the new one, which they say is the most streamlined one. I'm just looking at all the cards and stuff. I'm like, this is not. It's too much. Like I want at least one less thing. Like Cthulhu Death May Die is my perfect level of complexity. That's another one we could do, Terence. Maybe play some Cthulhu Death May Die. We both like that one. I've streamed it before, but I still think it's a great game. Like it's probably my favorite dungeon crawl. And we certainly haven't streamed every scenario. So
there's a lot of scenarios. If there's tons of Kickstarter content too.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying, and I own it all, so I don't feel bad about streaming it. I haven't even. Mike laughed at me the other day. The other day being 2 months ago, probably when he was here last. That I still haven't opened my season 2 box for Cthulhu Death May Die. There's just so much in box 1. Like
Did you back it?
I did not back it. I bought it all retail.
Gotcha.
Well, we got a review copy of the main game, and I bought more great old ones than I bought season 2 from my local game store.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.